Previously on the Bubba the Love Sponge show.
And what does Bubba Chat GPT say?
Here's the Bubba playbook. Give her the smirk, lock eyes, and go, "You starting something now, darling?" Grab your hand, press it harder against that pipe. Let her feel that she's working with. Let her feel what she's working with. Whisper something filthy like you want the full Bubba experience. You want to go gorilla style? We got to take this somewhere I can split them cheeks proper.
You're listening to the Bubba the Love Sponge show.
Broadcast rights for the Bubba the Love Sponge show have been granted to this station by the Bubba Radio Network and is intended solely for the enjoyment of our listening audience. Any rebroadcast, retransmission, or other use of this production without the express written consent of the Bubba Radio Network is prohibited.
Monday, December 8th, 2025. Dr. Dan in today and tomorrow.
Good morning.
Good morning, everybody. It's the Bubba the Love Sponge show, and I am a wreck. I had GERD. I had, like, every, I don't know, maybe 4 times a year, I get this GERD gimmick, and it's where I just can't, like, Dan, what's the official medical definition of GERD?
Gastroesophageal reflux disease.
See, that's my hero over there, even though I get a little tough on him sometimes. You only get tough on the people that you love. What is it? One more time.
Gastroesophageal reflux disease.
And what happens is, like, I don't get heartburn very often at all. Like, nothing really gives me heart, but I had heartburn last night when I went to bed. So, like an idiot, and I should have known because they do it to me every time. Tums, the kind that you chew up.
They're the best.
No, they're the worst.
They're the best.
They're the worst.
Those probably heal cancer. I think they'll find out. Those do it all.
I think Dan's going to do that with some ivermectin, and he's going to have a full-blown cancer clinic. And it's just going to be Tums and ivermectin, some deoxycycline. Dan's going to throw about 5 of his go-to drugs to it, and he's going to be like that Dr. What was the guy?
Brzezinski, yeah.
Yeah. Is he still alive out of Houston?
I think he may be. I'm not sure.
Even if he's not, I'm sure he's handed his clinic is still thriving, and he's taught a couple of young boys at this point now that are, in their 40s that are, continuing the Brzezinski. What was it all based on, like proteins? Like what was his whole
anti-neoplasmids?
That's right, anti-neoplasmids.
They're based off of urine. He was retrieving them from urine, but I'm sure his underlings are looking forward to getting their licenses revoked.
But didn't he? No, I think they finally, and after the documentary came out, it was a 2-part series, and this was in like the 2000s, maybe early 2010 or something. And he had this clinic in Houston. He was a Polish doctor named Dr. Brzezinski, and the federal government. Dan will be able to backfill some of the stuff that I'm maybe messing up on, but the federal government, he had like what, Dan, like a 65 or 70% success rate on specifically brain cancer.
Right, brain cancer that was 100% terminal.
Right,
with conventional therapy.
In fact, like the documentary opened up with like a really, really, really highly decorated San Diego police officer who was like a captain or like, somebody that's been a lifer in law enforcement, with all the gold and everything, in full uniform and in front of a congressional, I think
it was the state medical board. The state was messing with them more than the feds.
Right, in front of the state medical board, and he said, "I just want to let you know that my daughter yesterday celebrated her 17th birthday, and she's a cheerleader on her high school cheerleading, team. She plays volleyball. She's active. She's 100%, a normal, healthy 17-year-old. But 10 years ago when she was 7, I took her to our, like every city, San Diego, Tampa, they all have like we have Moffitt Cancer Center here, right? Like, Dan, that's the go-to cancer place.
Right.
He's still alive.
Yes.
Oh, he is?
Yes.
And so anyway, this Brzezinski, the movie, opens up with this guy, and he said, 7 years ago, I took my daughter to the local, the big-time San Diego Cancer Center, and they're like, she's got, 6 months, maybe a year to live because she's ate up with brain cancer. And they didn't really give him any other options other than like massive radiation, massive chemotherapy. She's going to lose her hair, like a 20% chance for it to work. She went to this to Brzezinski's clinic in Houston, and within 18 months was completely healed, no signs of cancer, and has been was cancer free at that point, and then 8 years cancer free. So then the federal government starts, like you said, Dan, I think the Texas Medical Board started out first, but I think the federal government put him on federal trial 3 or 4 times because they wanted big pharma, and the federal government wanted his concoction, right, Dan? Mm-hmm. Like they wanted to know what his go-to gimmick was and why he was having such a huge success,
so they could bury it. So they could bury it, like they do, like the guy that has like a buy and bury, like the people that have like an all-tell book coming out about a rich guy, and he'll buy the book's rights and then bury it, like the National Enquirer did with the Karen McDougal story. They bought and buried, all done through the Michael Cohen's office. Mm-hmm. Bought and buried. That's what they do sometimes. They were going to buy his technology. They were going to, for whatever, make him sign an NDA, Dan, that he can never practice medicine again, probably worth $50 or $60 million. And he and put him on trial. He was found not guilty each time, but actually incarcerated. They actually had him in federal prison like 2 or 3 different times. Ridiculous.
And the final, this is the documentary. One of the final, I think there was 2 parts. One of the final like last 15 or 20 minutes was an African-American woman and a white woman in Houston, and they were both on the jury. And, after the jury, Dan, I think after the judge releases you, you're free to talk to the media.
Yes. You could be private or you can talk. You have a choice.
He says, okay, listen, whether you've been sequestered or whether you've not been able to say a word, you're now free to speak freely about this. And so the television stations and everybody, they get a couple of the jurors walking out of the building, and the African-American woman and the white woman both said, I'll tell you who's the bad guy in this deal. It's the federal government. It is a shame as to what they've put this man through and all he's trying to do is help people. Like the jurors were full hot on the deal. So anyway, I had GERD last night, Dan, and it's where you can't. Dan, what's the actual? I know what the name is. You just said it, but what's the actual symptoms of GERD? To me, it's like I can't clear my food. Was it my esophagus? What is when you eat food? Where does it go down? Your esophagus?
It goes down your pharynx into your esophagus and then in your tummy.
It's like it's stuck in my pharynx. And I no matter what I'll try to eat something to put like a cracker and follow it with some big like 3 or 4 big chugs of water, and I just can't clear. It's like I got a blockage in my esophagus.
Yeah, that's possible, Bubba. And people end up sometimes developing a swallowing disorder where your food does not go down correctly, and your peristalsis in your esophagus isn't working correctly.
Seth, I got a bad peristalsis.
Yeah, I think it's it for you.
So
you said it's it for me.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, it's over.
Well, listen, for these 2 days that you're the host, really practice up because it might end up being your show. Okay, buddy?
Oh, God.
Yeah, Bubba the Love Sponge Show, hosted by Seth Kushner. I'll just give myself a little kickback and give you host-type pay, okay?
I don't know if I want that responsibility. I might take the franchise.
Okay. All right, thanks. I'll sell it to you, all right?
Okay. Thank you.
I'll finance it for you.
I'll make small payments.
You finance?
Yeah.
I hear financier.
Seth gets a paycheck, but he gets $500 taken off every paycheck for a franchise fee.
That's so funny.
So I had GERD until, listen, I don't remember falling asleep until about 1:40. Oh. So I fought it all night long.
Last night?
Yeah.
You get up like 3:30, right?
I get up 3:20.
Jesus.
3:20. And then
What was up with the Tums? It didn't work?
The Tums seem to accelerate my GERD. So
how many did you take?
3.
Well, usually, like when I take Tums, I take 3 to start, and sometimes I'll take a 4th.
No, I would have been. So here's what I need to do. When I got some,
you need to be on omeprazole is what you need to be on.
No, need to be on what?
So when people have this, Bubba,
I don't have it a lot.
But even people that get it really badly, once a month, then they start putting people on. They used to put people on H2 blockers like Tagamet or Zantac.
I don't want anything that's going to make me gain weight.
But those things end up giving you long-term problems. And then people more recently started putting people on proton pump inhibitors like omeprazole. And that's very effective and doesn't have a whole lot of side effects.
Yeah, I think
there's no fat side effect to it. And then the next step would be to do, sometimes they'll do a vagotomy. In the old days, they used to do it all the time, where they would actually cut the nerves to the tummy so it stops making acid.
No, I don't need all that. I need a good bottle of Pepto-Bismol. That's what does it for me, because it's not like gritty and just kind of, it's like throwing sand in your motor or throwing engine oil in your motor.
Have you tried the ones that are like gummies, not the ones that are like a piece of gum that dissolves?
Tums?
Yeah, the ones that are hard, but they're gummy.
Maybe I need to try that.
I'll do 4. And if that doesn't work, then I can put you on, like I said, I can put you on
trying to stay off drugs, Dan. On too many of them. Even the ones I get at Walgreens, I'm trying to stay off drugs. I'm just saying. So anyway, I fought GERD, and then I've had this I worked. So I had a podcast on Friday, but I had Buck and Young Boy up there at the power screen at the track because I had a huge project involving. So I had the power screen guys. I had Buck and Young Boy. I had my boy Augie from Big Frog Transport. He had to transport the 700 series John Deere. One-Eyed Billy, Austin Gamble, Mike the dozer operator, Fluff for giving me the equipment, Beard Construction and my buddy Chad, and then Otis, the African-American dump truck driver, and myself. And I mentioned up there, and we were fighting. We had to get everything as much as we could done on Friday until you can only work till it gets dark outside. And it gets dark outside now at what, 6?
About that.
So so we had to work till 6 on Friday, and then Saturday we had a 7:00 show up time because sunrise was 7:15, and then we worked 7 to 6 on Saturday. Getting this huge project done because I knew the bottom was going to fall out of it on Sunday, and you can't be bulldozing and front end loading and scattering dirt and screening dirt and and doing the things that we were doing that we on Sunday, because my God, did you guys go to the ball game?
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, thank God. I mean, Dan had the catbird seat, having a luxury box, because you can stay out of the weather. I mean, Dan, you could have charged $1,000 a head to get into your luxury box last night.
Yeah, if it was a game worth watching. I mean, It was maybe like a big boy game, but it was a turd bowl, and we crapped it worse. We got it on the seat, we got it on the floor, we got crap everywhere. It was like a diarrhea fest. I'm so tired of watching what I could consider to be talented players playing like they're in a crappy high school team coached by a stupid middle school coach and managed so poorly.
I will tell you this. I don't have a lot of faith in Todd Bowles.
Yeah, you're not alone.
I don't have. I think
Mr. Above Average.
I think Todd Bowles was made. I think his skill set was accelerated by Bruce Arians' nation. Mm-hmm. I think Bruce Arians, I don't know, for whatever reason, I think they're saying, the reason why Arians should still be there, first of all. But I guess there was a little bit of a conflict between him and Tom Brady.
Yeah.
And,
and Brady won that one?
Well, I mean, yeah. And because they kind of, all of a sudden, next thing you know, Bowles is in there, and Bruce Arians' nation is like a consultant. When at that point, Dan, when you've gone from a head coach to a consultant, means they've fired you and they're just riding your contract out. Mm-hmm. So I just thought the Bucks as a whole, even when they had Tom Brady here, under Bowles. Listen, Tom Brady won a Super Bowl under Bruce Arians. He never won a Super Bowl under Bowles.
Nope.
Right?
Correct.
And the team just looks, I don't know. And then I don't get this. The league fined Baker Mayfield like 12,000. Here. Well, here's okay. They didn't.
I got this. Let me look it up.
They fired Baker Mayfield $12,000 and Bucky Irvin like $6,000 for this handshake, saying that it's
a violent gesture. It was $14,491 for Baker and $6,349 for Bucky
over
Irvin.
20.
How'd they come up with those numbers?
Now hold on, I don't know, but watch this, Dan. Now somebody tell me. To me, this is not directed to anybody in a violent type nature. This is these two dudes that are celebrating Bucky's touchdown. Okay, just watch. Like there's nothing in there at all.
You watch, and then I have something to read to you.
Like what? Like what? Like what? Like what? Boom, boom, boom. Yeah, boom, boom. Yeah, hell yeah, buddy.
Oh, they do the throat slash?
It's a nose wipe.
Oh.
What's wrong with wiping your nose?
What's wrong with wiping your nose?
The gesture is rooted in gang culture, particularly linked to the Bloods, and interpreted as a warning or intimidation tactic. It's meant to convey that a player is out for blood and ready to confront the opposition. In 2025 in March, the NFL officially banned the nose wipe gesture.
I'm disappointed. I am so disappointed in the league. I'll tell you, somebody else I was mad at too was the Nixon guy on the Packers.
He saved the game at the end.
Well, he did save the game at the end, but that thug ass ball that they're playing. I mean, I think LaFleur actually pulled him out and it looked like on TV cut a little bit of a promo on him. But like just face masking and acting like a thug after like just stop. It ended up not getting the Bears and the Packers. It ended up being not too ticky tacky, but Nixon, the defensive back, and the Valentine guy for the Packers were every every play were yapping their mouth, making it ticky tack. And on the Bears drive where they got the field goal, they got 30 yards of penalty yard.
That helped them out a lot
of yardage.
But then, that Nixon dude, he bounced back. He had a really bad game. LaFleur yelled at him, and then he had the game-winning interception. So,
the game-winning interception though was because they finally got when they would put pressure on Caleb, and they knew he was going to roll, and they were running 5,000 miles an hour for him. Because I didn't know. Did you guys see the stats last night that there's only been in the entire league? There's been 9 incidences where a quarterback is ran over 20 miles an hour, and 4 of those incidents were Caleb Williams. He is deceptively fast.
He runs over 20 miles an hour?
Yes.
That's a big benchmark, especially for a giant football player.
Yeah, especially is he 6'3" or 5?
He said he was 6. He said he's 6'2".
He plays way bigger than 6'2". Yeah, so 9 incidences, Dan, of a quarterback being
going over 20 miles an hour,
clocked at 20, and of those 9, 4 of them are Caleb. So, like I was saying yesterday, first of all, the Packers-Bears game was the most entertaining game of the entire weekend, regardless of who won. It was what a hell of a game. And secondly, just like I said, the Bears, man, they're so close, all because they've built this offense around Caleb's skill set, and his skill set is under center, rolling. There's not not even Patrick Mahomes. There's not a quarterback that can throw better on the run than him. And that's their strength. And they've got to play to it. And when they went into halftime, they were getting beat 14-3 at halftime, and they readjusted and said, listen, let's not let Caleb go back here. It's 5 to 7 step drop in a standard pocket. The Packers got too much pressure on him. Let's roll him one way or the other, and he'll beat that defensive end, and then throw a dime down downfield. Hello, go ahead. You're on the air.
Hey, good morning, Bubba. It's Sarasota Chase, Charles Ramsey on PayPal.
Hey, buddy.
I I heard you talking about GERD. I suffer with it too, and I also have a problem called LPR, and I have the same problems with swallowing, and pills get stuck in my throat. I'm supposed to go this Wednesday to get an upper endoscopy, and they're gonna widen the throat out. Dan, does that procedure help?
I don't know about widening the throat out.
Hold on, I can tell you.
I haven't heard that one.
Hold on. My good friend Larry Plummer, my best friend in the world. I'm sure you've heard me talk about him. He had throat cancer, and he overcame it. And the only place that diagnosed it correctly was the Cleveland Clinic. And so they saved his life, basically. But early on, he had to go in like twice a year, Dan, where they put like this speculum or something like that in your throat, and they actually widen it.
They dilate it?
Yeah, they stretch. They can do that. They stretch it out.
They can do that for GERD. The problem with GERD though is it's twofold. It's excessive acid, and it's also a bad valve. Like at the end of your there's esophageal gastric valve, the EG valve, and that gets loosened over time, kind of wallowed out with the age and use. Well, and so the acid trickles back up the esophagus.
Mine's got a lot of age and a lot of miles on it. All the stuff that's been through that throat. So, sir, I think they're going to probably take an instrument and widen your throat.
Yeah.
Which I got to think, Dan, there's no easy way to do that. I got to think that you open your mouth up and they jam this, instrument down there, and then
I like to think it's like gently place.
Okay. They gently place this instrument down there, then they start screwing it, and it kind of widens your throat. And I mean, I can't think of any other way you can do that.
No, they do it with sequentially larger instruments.
2 to 3 days, it should be pain, but after that, it should be fine.
Yeah,
so.
Screw that. I'm getting my throat widened.
Fingers crossed.
Good luck to you, buddy.
Well, you guys have a wonderful day.
Thank you.
Be super pop if you ever made it to jail.
Yeah, you would be. Big controversy. Notre Dame's throwing a fit. I can understand, man, why. Seth's calling Notre Dame's a bunch of pussies.
But I'm mad that Duke's not there.
Oh
well, so the big college game there was 2 big college games over the weekend. It was Georgia Alabama for the SEC championship, and it was IU and Ohio State, both 12-0 in Indianapolis for the Big Ten championship. Georgia won the SEC. The SEC, yep. And IU upset Ohio State. So now they're the 1 seed. Ohio State, I don't know, man. How do you go right to the 2 seed? I don't know.
Well, because they lost to the number 1 team. I mean, you can't fall too far.
You flip-flop.
So Georgia goes to 3. So here is the final 12-team bracket. Maybe Macho Man can put it up for me. But IU so the 4 buys, and this happened. What was the selection last night?
Sunday.
It was yesterday
selection
at noon.
Sunday.
Yesterday at noon. Was it on a particular channel and everybody's all flipped out?
Yeah, ESPN cut their NFL show. They moved it to ESPN2, I think, to cover this.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow. So the 4 buys and the 4 number 1 the 4 1 through 4 seeds are Indiana at 1, Ohio State at 2, Georgia at 3, Texas Tech at 4. Those 4 teams get buys. The 12 and 5 teams are who is that? James Madison?
Yeah.
And the reason why they get selected into they're the highest ranking
conference champion
of
their conference.
Okay, then they play number 5 Oregon. Oregon end up third in the Big Ten.
Yeah.
Okay. Then Alabama, which by the way has 3 losses, play number 8 Oklahoma. Who's 11?
Oh, that's Tulane.
Oh, Tulane.
Oh, yeah.
Tulane's 11. Is that because they won the conference?
And they're higher ranked.
And that could have been USF. If USF would have beat Navy and gone on and played Tulane in whatever conference.
How many teams are we trying to get in here? I thought we were trying to get Notre Dame in. Now we're getting USF in?
Well, no, I'm just saying, had USF not screwed the pooch, they would have been either 11 or 12 and won their conference championship.
And if the Irish beat Miami, then they would have been in 2.
True. So number 6, Ole Miss, number 11, Tulane, then number 10, Miami, number 7, Texas A&M. Now, last week, wasn't Notre Dame 9th ranked?
Yes.
Okay, so let me just see if I can just slowly walk through the reasoning here. Last week, Notre Dame was number 9. They didn't play anybody. They had a bye week. They're done with their schedule.
Because they don't like to be in a conference. And they like to get their monies.
And they're what, 10-2?
Yes.
So they're 10-2. And Miami is what?
10-2.
10-2. And Alabama is what, 9-3?
10-3.
10-3. And Notre Dame was 9th ranked last week. They didn't play a game. There was some conference championships that happened over the weekend, and Notre Dame gets, not selected for the 12-team college football playoffs, and they're full hot to the point where I think, an hour after they didn't get selection, they have already admitted. I'm sorry, they've had a press conference, Lummy, to say that
they released a statement.
They did.
Yeah,
I got it here. Let me see here. I got it.
And then you got poor BYU. Their only 2 losses have come against the number 4 team in the nation, and they're out. They're 11-2.
Now the Irish knows what it feels like to be a Seminole.
No, the Seminole actually, they're in a conference.
Yeah, they got raped by the bowl selection committee, just like Notre Dame could argue. And I still say, if you're going to put conference champions in there, the ACC is one of the premier conferences.
Well, not
and
really.
They have been for decades.
Have been.
For decades. But you can't just change it 1 year because they suck for a year or 2. I mean, Auburn, was Auburn? Not Auburn. Clemson. Yeah, Clemson was dominant for years. Florida State was dominant for years. Miami was dominant for years. And they just job it out. It's ridiculous. I think the bowl selection committee, when they get to these 12 teams, is unfair. And what happened to just the 2 best teams?
Well, you got to follow.
By the way, I got a PayPal gimmick here that I've got complete. Charles Ramsey, $50 in the PayPal, Venmo, Cash App at the Bubba Army. So breaking news, Notre Dame is withdrawing its name from consideration for a bowl game and will not play again this season. The decision comes after the Fighting Irish did not make the 12-team college football playoffs. Does this one accelerate the fact that they need to make it a 16-team deal? Is there talk of that?
No, it means that not everybody is going to make it. Much like Dan said, FSU didn't make it that year. Ron DeSantis and Rick Scott were sending emails to the NCAA, the committee, to get them to change it. Now Notre Dame is saying that we're not going to go to a bowl game because you didn't put us in there. It's going to happen every single year, whether there's 16 teams, 24 teams. Somebody's going to be that first team that's left out. And I just feel like for Notre Dame, that always likes to be independent, doesn't want to be in a conference because they're making $50 million a year from NBC. They don't ever want to give that up by, splitting money that, you're getting a TV deal by being in a conference. And look, when you don't have a conference championship game and you don't play, other teams are going to move up and down.
What conferences? Well, I mean, I think only, and it's only in football, because I think Notre Dame they're part of the ACC.
Yes.
When it comes to other sports.
Correct.
Right?
Yep.
So it would just take them saying, okay, we're not going to carve out football as an independent. We're going to go ahead and, continue our ACC obligation, and, football now is part of the ACC. They would have probably, but the ACC championship was what? Miami and?
No, it was
Virginia Duke.
And Duke beat them. And so,
hold on, Duke's the ACC champion
with 5 losses,
and
because it's a competitive.
Wouldn't it be an automatic bid?
No, because they take the conference championship highest ranked, and Duke is not ranked.
Hold on, but Duke won the
Duke has 5 losses, Bubba. Like the other, like James Madison has 1 loss, Tulane has 1 loss. They're all ranked ahead of Duke.
And Duke lost to Tulane, so there you go.
But Duke won the ACC
but
championship.
They have 5 losses.
No, I know. I'm just saying.
But yes, they won the ACC, but they're not the highest ranked because of the 5 losses, and they get jobbed out.
I understand. They need to expand it to where automatically, if you win the conference championship, you get in. I don't care if you have however many losses.
For how many conferences? For every conference?
Well, I mean, what's the top? Yeah. I mean, I don't know.
Well, just like it's essentially like the Buccaneers. The Buccaneers have trickled into the playoffs, have limped into the playoffs with tons of losses, average records, and they just become another, first round elimination team. Like this year. Like they're going to do it again this year.
They're going to win.
Yeah.
They're going to win the NFC South
with 7 losses.
They're 7-6. They're going to win it automatically gives them the 3 seed.
Wait, is there any fear that the Panthers are coming at all or no?
I would be afraid if I'm a Bucs fan, which I'm not. But if I'm
a little bit. You're a little bit of a Bucs fan.
He's really distancing himself after that Saints loss.
Now hold on. If my Packers are out of I'm pulling for the Bucs. Bucs are my second team. Okay. So here's my teams in football: Packers. But I'll give you my backup. Second, meaning if Packers have been eliminated, my second favorite team: Buccaneers. Hockey, I only got one team: the Lightning. Baseball, it's the Rays, Tampa Bay Rays, and if they're not, then it's my dad raised me to be a Brewer fan because that's where Henry Aaron ended his career.
That's a tough position. It's like being a Bears fan.
The Bears.
The Brewers had the best record in baseball this year.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's been what?
It's been
40
a while.
years since that's happened.
It's been a while. It's been since 80.
The Bears are good this year too.
It's been
but
since 82.
It's been a tough go.
All right, so baseball. I'm Rays. I'm Rays Brewers. Football. Basketball. I'm Pacers Celtics. What other sports are there? Let me. I think that's it. Basketball. I'm Pacers Celtics.
Who's your go-to golfer?
I don't really have one. I mean, I was a big Tiger fan back in the day, but I don't think he's in play.
Yeah, he was the Caitlin Clark of
NASCAR.
Golf.
It's Kyle Larson. Drag racing. It's Tony Stewart, Justin Ashley.
Formula One.
Formula One. I'm still kind of a Lewis Hamilton fan.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of am.
He's crapped the bed this year.
Well, I mean, is he blaming it on his? Is he Mercedes?
No, he's with Ferrari right now.
Oh.
But the other drivers are blowing him away.
Is Ferrari, when you got a 7-time champion and he can't be competitive, is that, he has a skill set. Is that performance? Is Ferrari down on something?
Well, Ferrari's a little bit down on performance, but his teammate, Charles Leclerc, has been smoking him all season. Like literally 4 or 5 places in qualifying.
There comes a time when you've probably lost a little bit of your skill set.
Mm-hmm.
When you're approaching, what is he, 35?
He's got to be.
Can you imagine? I mean, in sports now, these younger guys, your time, and I guess maybe not golf, but for the most part, hockey, basketball, football, now Formula One, you're timing out at 30. If by the time you're 35, you're timed out.
Well, these guys are starting in these sports just like in hockey, like in their teens.
Yeah. Hello, you're on the air. Go ahead.
Good morning, gentlemen. This question's more for Dan. My mother's going through a situation where it's elder abuse with an online person posing to be somebody else.
Hold on. Let's see if just back this up. So your mother, and how old is your mother?
73.
73 years old. And is she...
Where she live?
Does she live near you?
An hour away, yeah.
An hour away. Okay.
In Florida?
In Florida?
Yeah.
All right. And is she in a facility or is she on her own still?
She's on her own. Got in a hurry a couple months ago to sell her horse equipment, land, house, everything.
So how did
she was all taken care of.
How did she get in touch with this person that's bamboozling her?
No idea.
All right. And so
it's a big secret.
Has she reported back to her family, meaning you and any other brothers and sisters or whoever? I'm assuming your father's not with us.
Passed on, bud.
All right, so it's just your mom. Okay. And your mom is being groomed or bamboozled or robbed by a person online that is, disguising or saying that they're a healthcare professional?
Morgan Wallen.
Oh, it's one of those deal. It's one of those.
It's bad, dude.
It's somebody is impersonating a celebrity that your mom thinks she's really talking to Morgan Wallen, and she's sending this person. And listen, sir, we have a very good friend of the show who completely the wheels fell off. His name's Hootie. And he thought and thinks to this day that him and Miranda Lambert are involved in a full-blown relationship. And he's lost everything. Like, he's lost his family. He lives, Lummy, like in a car hauler trailer, like at an RV park.
Yeah, it was Carrie Underwood, but still.
Yes, it was, yeah. So this person was posing as Carrie, and he lost it all. He lost it all.
She is worth losing it all over if you are actually with her.
Right. So she thinks this online scammer has Facebook Messenger, I'm assuming that's what most boomers do.
WhatsApp, bud.
Oh, so the WhatsApp.
Yeah.
So okay. So through the how do you say it? WhatsApp? The WhatsApp. All right. So through the WhatsApp, this person has made contact with your mother. Your mother thinks that she's speaking to Morgan Wallen, and she's not. And how much money has she sent this person?
We don't know. It's a big secret. Nobody can know about him because, well, it's this person and.
So let me ask you a question.
How old's your mom?
73.
73.
Have you spoke to your mother about this?
I've tried live. I had her out for dinner roughly a month and a half ago, and then she cut conversation. So I had a welfare check done on her. With that last visit that I had with her, she started talking about suicide. She wasn't feeling good, which I then found out is because she's been packed up. She sold her house. She's been packed up in suitcases next to her door of her bedroom, ready to leave. But she doesn't know where she's going.
All right, so
and she's waiting for him to pick her up.
All right, so is she an affluent woman? Does she have, money?
She did.
Right. I'm
blue now. She's got 8 bank accounts all of a sudden with an LLC that just popped up.
I wonder if
14 credit cards.
Couple things here. 2 things. Number one is you need to call your sheriff or your police because this is obviously taking advantage of an elderly person. The second thing you need to call is the FBI. Because it's, when you start using interstate communications like the internet to scam an elderly person, it becomes a federal offense.
Now,
so there's 2 things going on here.
Do you think your mom would...
She won't cooperate.
I know. You think...
She's got to want help, Dan.
Then you can also take that away from her and take all of our autonomy away from her at a certain age as her son in the state of Florida. And you can argue that she is, endangering herself and... Like
a guardianship?
Yes, and get a guardianship on her if she's being irresponsible with her money. You can argue that to a court, and they're going to be like, okay, well, this woman has packed up all her stuff, put all these things in an account, has transferred tens of thousands of dollars to rich-ass Morgan Wallen. Then she's getting scammed. She's vulnerable to the scam. She's vulnerable. She's putting the entire family's assets at risk. Then yes, there's 3 things you can do: the state, the feds.
Where and what?
Okay.
How?
Start with calling your sheriff.
And
saying elder abuse.
They told me it's like a gambling. Their banks and the sheriff both told me the same thing. It's like a gambling addiction. What she does with her money is her decision.
Up to a point. And then the second thing is, federal. So call the FBI. They'll come and they'll do interviews. The third thing is you can get a family or a family type lawyer that can tell you, or an estate type lawyer that can tell you how to protect her from this and your assets, your family's assets from this. And there may be a guardianship that you could argue. And if you can prove to the court that this woman's getting lollipopped left and right, the court's going to take your side.
I mean, absolutely.
And maybe assign a third, disinterested party as the guardian.
So, sir, let me ask you a question. As Dan's been navigating through your options, you sound frustrated. Have you attempted some of these already?
I had her Baker acted.
Okay.
Because I had no choice. I thought she was avoiding me hardcore, and now she's deathly afraid of me.
Do you have other siblings?
One brother, but he wants nothing to do
with it.
Well, it makes it more difficult.
Well, to me, sir,
yes, it does.
You got to get this situation in front of a judge so that you can be granted guardianship and you can come in and salvage, financially what she has left and try to, oversee what's right. You sound like a very honest person. You're obviously far more honest and have, your mother's best interest in mind far so more than this, the scammer. And I think that, like Dan said, it's a no-brainer. The judge is going to absolutely grant you, what's it called, guardianship over. Poor Britney Spears just threw out a couple of bikini tweets, and she lost her for what was it, 12 years, Seth? This year, her dad controlled everything.
Was it conservator or something?
Conservatorship or something like that.
Conservatorship.
You've got to start that process. And like Dan said, if you didn't get any good answers or help from your local sheriff or police department, go federal. And now
it's it rises to the level of a federal offense. You're talking about using, like I said, interstate commerce, the internet to scam somebody. It's a federal offense, and they will get involved. And here's one other thing too. This is a long shot. It'll never work.
Can I tell you what you say?
What?
Get a hold of Morgan Wallace's people.
Exactly.
Get a hold of Morgan Wallace's
people.
Tell
them there's a problem.
And tell, walk them through like you did and say, would there be any way that we could FaceTime Morgan Wallen and he assure your mother that he's not contacting her? That's not him, and she's being scammed. Now, do you think that
I've already been down that road.
Okay.
And his mother has posted, and his brother have posted on Facebook, because there is Facebook groups, there is Instagram groups, huge, of this scam, that he doesn't have any social media accounts, blah, 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 and doesn't do this.
Have you showed your mother that?
I can't get near her.
Oh, now, hold on.
She tried to have me served with a no-contact order.
What I'm saying is you literally cannot,
there's no,
after work today or whenever time you have, she's an hour away, you can't literally show up on our doorstep. Like, I got to think you can.
I'm afraid of getting shot or arrested.
Or do a wellness check with a police officer. I mean,
that I've done.
Okay, well, do it again. I think your best bet is to call the feds and to see if you can get some legal counsel to get you in front of a judge and lay this all out, get all the statistics and all the paperwork and everything that's been transferred and the 12 businesses and the 15 credit cards and the suicide letters and all that. Get all the, the data, nicely arranged. Judges hate you walking in there disheveled, but if you have it just right, Dan, if you have it just, boom, 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 and you lay it out in front of a judge, his gavel will fall and he will tell your mother that you are now in charge.
And in Florida, the elderly are a protected class. There's extra laws that protect them. There may be some remedies that I'm not even aware of because I don't practice elder law. But you may want to talk to an elder law attorney because they specialize in dealing with this situation. And at least she's not.
That is helpful.
Yeah. So listen, sir, keep us posted. Please don't just take what we said and blow it off. Please be proactive. No. Please. I think Dan has given you, maybe 3 or 4 different alternatives that you or suggestions that maybe you didn't know, that you didn't think of, and follow through with them. Or I'm going to be honest with you, you might not have your mom here, much longer, and that's the worst thing ever. Your mom is your mom.
I've been waiting for the past little while, ever since all this heavier stuff has happened, and me going to the banks and checking with them and throwing a flag up or trying to throw a flag up without having any sort of say in her accounting that something's wrong. And I'm just waiting for a phone call, a really shitty phone call.
What's your language, my friend? So listen.
Sorry about that.
Please take what Dan said not lightly. Please take it to heart and call the feds. See if you can maybe specifically Google an elder
law attorney,
elderly law or elder person or elder attorney, and get a lawyer to help represent you. It may cost you a few $1,000.
It don't matter.
But exactly, it's not going to be, Dan. It's not going to be that much. First of all,
no,
it's not a lot of moving parts in the case, and go that route, and keep us if you have some success on this. Could you call us back and keep it? I'd love to.
Yeah,
to keep,
for sure, man.
Keep the prog. I'd love to keep up on the progress of this.
Fun tidbit. I called Family Services. They have an elder division, and they told me as long as she's feeding herself and staying alive, there's nothing they can do.
Yeah, that's
money. Money comes, money goes.
Yeah. Listen, sir. Please, Dan gave you some options. Listen to him.
Yeah.
And follow through with us if you could. I hope that we were able to help you, my friend.
Yeah, definitely. And thanks, Dan. And I'll be seeing you soon for hair.
Okay, wonderful. Thank you.
Oh, yeah. By the way, Dan is the number one. Dan is the the latest doctor in Tampa that's got the latest hair system. Sir, thank you very much. It's 888-48 48 and Diacos, and that's Dan's office for any guy that's got the male pattern baldness or starting to go bald or want to get in front of it. Dan has the latest technology and is the newest guy in the scene. So appreciate you, bud.
Thanks, guys. See you.
Tipsy Cowboy Salem, $10.
And Dan, I was actually stumbled down a rabbit hole that, and I know the machine you have, but like people like the machine that Seth did his 10 to 12 years ago is so outdated and doesn't work like your machine. You have to have the latest machine for the best success rate, and I know that you have that machine.
Yes, and it's a very tried and true machine, and it works great, and it's very effective in restoring your hair.
So men
and women,
men and women, when you're getting that male pattern baldness or whatever, get a Dan, I'm assuming it all starts with a consultation.
Yes, which we do for free.
888848 and Diacos, DIACOS. And Dan will get you right in there for a consultation. Hello, you're on the air. 813-90-BUBBA, 813-902-8222. Hello.
Hey, Bubba, how you guys doing?
Good, bud.
Hey, yeah, I agree with that guy. My father-in-law is going through the same thing, man, where he's just getting scammed online constantly, and anytime we bring it up to him, he kind of gets offended that we're like making fun of him about it, you know? So
now what's he getting scammed online?
So he thinks he wins Publishers Clearinghouse. He thinks he's talking to Elon Musk and getting a free car. He's actually mad at Elon Musk because he would not put a stop to this. And we're trying to explain to him that it's not Elon Musk you're talking to. But every time we mention something, or he says he lost $900 recently, and it's probably triple that.
Man, these scammers, the new, I guess maybe the new people they're picking off are the elderly, right? I mean, they're completely disheveled. They don't.
Yeah, and then I feel they sell his number too. Once they know they got him on the hook, they'll sell his number to other scammers.
And the bad thing is that like all of us, when somebody calls me and I don't recognize the number, or I'm not expecting like the bank to call, or whatever, I'm not expecting a call. I don't answer it. I don't answer unknown numbers. I don't answer that. But old people, they answer everything because they got so much time on their hand.
Lonely.
And they're lonely. And so that number, like Seth, when you see a number that, it says either potential scam or you don't answer it.
No,
Dan,
I don't know.
Dan, you don't answer it. Lummy, you don't answer it, but you know what? Our parents do because they got nothing but time, and that's how they get to these old people. Is it through a phone call usually, sir?
Yeah, no, you know what happens is he plays these games. Somehow he has Facebook. I can't believe he's not locked out. Like, he gets locked out all the time. But he plays these games on Facebook where he has to add up numbers, and we can see it on Facebook. You know, it'll say his name. It'll say, responded to privately, and he'll answer like a simple math question and think he won like thousands of dollars. And then Lord knows what happens on those private messages.
Facebook needs to keep a better handle on all the scamming that's going on. So what was your initial call? You said it wasn't about necessarily your father.
No, it was for Dan. I wish Dan was with me on vacation last week. I was thinking about him.
Well, Dan does have an option if you call to rent a Dan. It's quite expensive.
Yeah.
If it's a weekend, he doesn't have the kids. He has some availability. His schedule's quite tight. But it's $50,000 for the weekend with a $25,000 deposit, and you can rent a Dan. Do I got the numbers right, Dan?
Yeah, that's accurate. Yes.
Right, yeah. And it goes from it starts at Friday at 8:00 at a restaurant that Dan chooses, and of course you're paying for the bill. And Dan's big on the seafood tower, and then and then Saturday morning starts with some calisthenics and some light bike riding. Then it goes to throwing the baseball with Dan, and then Dan, if you happen to have any ailments or anything like that, there's an hour of question and answering session at noon ish on Saturday. And then it's followed by watching some television or whatever. You have to lay out your agenda that you want. It has to be pre-approved by Dan. But Rena Dan
I just need that noon time. I just need that noon time on Saturday.
Yeah. Well, it's going to cost. Dan doesn't do a quarter or half weekends. It's full weekends, and it's all in. It's $50,000 a weekend. With the $25,000 deposit.
Well, that's almost as much as they were going to charge me in Mexico.
Well,
for what? What happened to you?
So here's what happened. My wife was out. We were in Cancun last week, and she was in the water. You know, the waves were really high. I'm telling her to get out of the water. She's like, no, I'm having a great time. And gets hit by a wave. Face goes in a rock. And it gashes her face open.
Oh, my God. So, what is she doing that close to
the rocks?
The rock line? Like when you go out into
our resort is right there.
I know, but when you go out into the ocean, you have to understand that those waves are super powerful, and they will, you got to kind of know your surroundings, and you don't go near any of those big jagged rock edges.
And when I was in Cancun years ago, no one went in the ocean because it was so many undertows and so rough and such a violent thing.
Yeah. So anyway, your wife got
they're having a good.
All right, so your wife got hit in the head with a rock, gashed her open probably a little bit. You took her down to the Mexican ER, and they put like 5 stitches in your face, kind of like they did Lummy, when Dan would have put 52 stitches of fine Italian silk thread in there.
They took an enchilada.
That's what I needed, those fine Italian stitches.
So hold on. Did she? Go ahead.
So she did get stitches. We did take out insurance before we went, but the insurance was only good for the public hospital. They sent us to a private hospital, the resort. So they were going to charge us $3,000 just to continue, just as a deposit, cash. No, that was just a start. So I'm like, I think I could find a better deal type. And come to find out, we went to a pharmacy. And next to the pharmacies, they have doctors. In a little room, you knock on a door, the doctor comes out. They took her in, $300, stitched her up, and we were able to continue our vacation. But now I'm wondering what to do after.
Let me ask you a question. How many stitches did she get to what part of the face?
2 stitches to the cheek, right below her eye.
Two. Okay, right below her eye. All right, so that
they were going to charge you $3,000 for 2 stitches.
Exactly. So is your
$3,000? They wouldn't even. They threw us out, made us wait for a cab. I'm on the side of the road in Mexico somewhere, and she's bleeding. I went back in because they opened up her bandage to take a look, and they never put it back on right.
Hold on now. So what's your question to Dan? You know, one of the things that just before you even proceed, maybe this is what you're going to ask. Dan is an absolute expert at what he calls scar revision. He did it to Lummy. Like if you've been stitched up and you're not happy necessarily with the results, Dan does scar revisions where he goes in and fixes it, makes it look better, especially when it's on the face. Is that what you're looking for?
I'm actually looking for what type of cream to use on it afterwards. The best cream that they sell.
I would say Silvadine, wouldn't you, Dan?
No. After it's already healed, you use the scar gel.
Oh, okay. Scar gel.
Scar gel?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's usually like a silicone-based scar gel.
Is there one in particular, Dan?
No, they're all pretty good. They're not that different from each other.
So now you just maybe go to Amazon and type in scar gel?
Mm-hmm.
All right. And
silicone scar gel?
Maybe look at the reviews as to, ones that got good reviews?
Mm-hmm.
All right, buddy. There you go. I mean, it's that easy. Find some scar gel. Seth probably has some in his backpack.
Next time, Reddit.
Yeah, next time, rent it down. We're off the front page. I figure we might as well.
Yeah.
Man, they're not giving us.
No, I talked to him. It's the same excuse. He's got to talk to someone. Because we're technically still on the front, but we're down in the live. We're just not at the top. It's a whole.
It used to be. I mean, they're not. We're not nearly as sexy as we used to be with them, are we?
No.
Should we just? Do you think we need Rumble, or do you think if we would pull off a Rumble, we would have all those people? There's 2,900 now that could potentially navigate to YouTube, or would we be cannibalizing ourselves?
I think we would have a 50-50 people just wanting to be dicks.
And Rumble,
I don't know.
They would say they're not going to come over and watch it, and they'll probably listen to it on tune in or something.
Bubba ain't as hot as he used to be. Bring out the poll. I don't know what that means. So let me. I guess talk to your guy. What's he give us? 25 minutes?
Yeah, we're getting 6:15, 6:50. So what's that? 35, 40 minutes. Yeah.
I wonder when we quit regular radio and we go to 11 to 2. What's that going to do for us?
Doing 11 or 10.
I don't know. I think 11, maybe 10.
Okay.
10 to 1. It's either going to be, Seth, here it is. It's either going to be 10 to 1 or 11 to 2. One of those two. 3 hour.
It's really all the same.
Yeah. 11 kind of gives you a little bit more time to sleep in, but I don't know, 10 o'clock does too. So I don't know who the hell's on my phone line, what they want, but it always seems when Dan's here, I need to ask Dan a question because he is both a lawyer and a doctor, and now he has rent him capabilities for the weekend. So
it's got to be if they're calling with a question for Dan. Now I feel like the injury or story has to be worse than getting a face full of rocks in Mexico.
Right, you got 2 stitches in Mexico.
We got to raise the stakes here a little bit. You got to have a bullet wound right now.
I agree. you got to have been shot 5 minutes ago.
Yeah.
You're listening to the Bubba the Love Sponge Show.
If you want 24/7 on-demand Bubba and the crew, go to BubbaArmyHQ.com. The Bubba the Love Sponge Show will be back after this.
Trump hit 1.3 million, and the Diddy one hit 928,000.
No, you need to keep me posted during this. Did we hit it out here or something?
Yeah, the perfect wave. Damn. I didn't know we picked up. That's why I started looking at it. I didn't know we picked up that many followers over the weekend.
6,000's a lot, man.
Yeah,
that's great. Thank you.
It works out perfect.
Thank you.
Sure.
Danny, how you been?
I'm good, thanks. Aside from your GERD, how you doing?
Good.
Is that
I got lunch with your brother today.
Got what?
I got lunch with Jay today.
Jay?
Yeah.
Where? Don't say. It's okay, Powers, not fist to the body, official wise guy.
I'll text it to you.
Herman Fletcher. Richard Longwood, XXL Gaming. Big Buck. And Chuck. Big E. Carly Hall. Good morning. Gary Cantrell. Danny Jean.
I texted you.
Okay. Oh, that's going to be a fun. That's going to be a fun meeting, Bubba. He's got a fun proposition for you.
Yeah, I heard. What size shirt you think he is? The guy.
Large.
Large?
Yeah, Greg. J Bar. Thank you, Carly. What's up? Well, the Dark Fire.
So you know about it?
Yeah, I know about it.
Okay, good.
Dag a dog. Yeah, Sprinkle Can. Muslims of religion. Ghost of Profiles. Quantum. Olio, Jergism. Rusty Taint, Silk Slayer, Looks, Creatine, Big Red, Wolfman, Daship, Pro Set 420. I know it's part of the bathroom real fast. And Wolfgang. Wait, you asked me a question. Level 2 for what?
I think it's stuff like that.
Yeah.
But
Tim called me yesterday. I was like, no.
does he know? Does he know I'm doing it on Friday?
Yeah.
Okay.
He said he's ready.
Okay. So I'd really want to cater some stuff just towards Gene.
Okay.
So whatever that looks like.
Okay. All right, there we go. Subdirt Merchant.
I mean, I'm going to probably only go to like 15, 20 max so we can get kind of semi caught up.
Okay.
If not, we'll get
way behind.
We're fucked.
Are they going to start flexing those Carolina Bucks games now? Woo!
Last one of the year.
It's like the old NFC West days where 7 and 9 won the division.
Remember a couple years that happened?
Yeah, it was Arizona and I don't fucking know.
Arizona, Seattle.
I mean, Tyler Shuck's looking like the truth.
God.
Got some wheels.
No kidding.
Tired of paying sky-high cable TV bills? Sick of juggling endless streaming subscriptions? There's a better way. Go to getabox.com. With Get a Box, you get every channel, every game, every movie ever made. Watch local and national channels, live sports, all your favorite movies, and much, much more. This isn't another subscription. It's a one-time purchase. No contracts, no fees, no nonsense. For a limited time, use promo code BUBBA at checkout for $25 off any box. That's getabox.com, promo code BUBBA.
Listener-supported Sponge, it's the Bubba the Love Sponge Show. Listener-supported via PayPal, Venmo, Cash App, all at the Bubba Army. Now returns.
PayPal, Venmo, Cash App, like AI Brock said. All at the Bubba Army. Appreciate you. One lonely little caller here. Let's clear this and then move on. Get into NFL scores. I didn't know that Shador threw for about 364 yards.
Yeah.
Jesus. 3 touchdowns. I think he ran for 2 or ran for 1 and had a pick. Hello, who's this?
All right.
Pedro.
Hey, Pedro, the pool guy. What's going on?
Not too much. Good morning, everyone. Hey, for that guy that's having issues with his mom, Solkoff Legal, he's a cousin of mine, and he helped out with my mom's stuff when she got scammed. So he's out of Delray, and he can take care of this guy really well.
Now,
great dude. His name's Scott Solkoff.
Scott Solkoff.
How do you spell Solkoff?
Yep. Solkoff. And all he does is elder law. He's a founder of an elder law.
Yeah, that's the type of person you need.
In Delray Beach.
They have the tools.
Yep.
And there are tools in Florida to help people.
Now, what was your mom? What was your mom getting scammed over?
When she had ALS, so the onset of ALS and dementia, same thing, same kind of thing. Phone call, and she kind of fell for it. Thankfully, my brother and I caught it early, and she didn't get too messed up financially. So,
how much? How much?
Like $300.
Oh,
and he was asking for $10,000.
All right, and it was an stop ALS, help ALS, that kind of deal.
Actually, it was something similar, and then he started getting into, hey, I'm calling from the Peter, Paul, and Mary Foundation because that was one of my mom's favorite bands back in the day, and almost got her for $10,000. So, but I had a really good relationship with her. She wasn't afraid of me.
Hopefully, the guys listening and will take your advice on that legal firm.
Yeah, I hope so.
Anything else, buddy?
Anyway, I'm still looking down at the green side. I actually had a little Halo event where I ended up in the hospital, but I caught my seizure before it happened. Took some medication, and but still went in the hospital for a night 2 Saturdays ago. So still looking down on the green side, still staying positive, y'all.
All right, buddy. I appreciate you, and we're thinking about you.
Appreciate you guys. Love you, no homo.
Love you, no homo. The Packers' remaining schedule, which might be one of the harder ones left in football, at the Broncos, at the Bears. Let me see. I don't know. They got Ravens at Green Bay Ravens, and then at the Vikings. So 3 of their 4 are on the road. So
what's their conference? What's their conference record? What's the total record?
9-3-1. 9-3-1, and Chicago is 9-4. So the Packers have got like a quarter game up on them. I think the Bears have Cleveland, the Packers. What's the Bears got?
Cleveland, San Francisco, Lions, Packers.
Ooh, that's pretty tough too, with the exception of Cleveland.
We got some heaters for the Bucks.
What do you got?
We got a Thursday night against the Falcons.
Which, it's
this Thursday.
Right. Is it? And that's probably at Atlanta.
No, it's here.
Oh, it's here?
Yep. And then at Carolina, at Miami, and then home against Carolina.
That's a you pick 'em.
Yep. And that's the division.
And aren't Ravens good as hell this year?
No, they're having a bad year. Steelers just took over first place yesterday.
Oh, they did?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So that's winnable by the Pack. So Broncos in Denver. That's an L.
Yeah.
All right. So that puts them at 9.
Actually, I don't know. That defense for the front of the Packers, man. If they give a little pressure to Bo Nix, I could see them taking it.
Okay. It's a push them at best. I'm going to call it an L. Bears at Soldier. That's a push 'em. You can't. Neither one of those are lock-ins. You can probably say the Ravens might be a lock-in in Lambeau.
Yeah,
and then the Vikings in Minnesota is not a lock-in because they're a way different team at home than they are at Lambeau.
Yep.
So the Packers could very well only win one more game, which puts them at 9 and 4.
10?
Yeah, it'd be 10. Would be 10, 6, and 1. And that'll probably get you in a wild card spot, right?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
And then,
they're not going to lose. Listen, I appreciate you being modest, but they're not going to lose. You're not going to only win one more game.
Yeah, I can see them splitting that 2-2, going 2-2 on that.
All right,
yeah.
so that puts them at 11, 5-1. That might win the division. It might come down to who has a better divisional record between them and the Bears.
They may need to because the way the NFC West is playing, they have a couple guys.
The NFC West is on fire right now.
Yeah, they got the Rams, Seahawks, and 49ers, and 49ers have 4 losses. That's what the NFC West is right now. They're 10-3. Seattle and Rams are 10-3, and then the 49ers are 9-4. So
the NFC West is loaded, are they not?
Yes, they are.
Anyway, I can only give you just a certain portion of this. If I go to the next note, we get a copy right here. Boom. So the scores over the weekend. You start Thursday night. The Lions got that ass over the Cowboys. The Cowboys just
500.
Yeah, what are they?
It's like the Bucks and the Cowboys have a similar
mantra.
The Cowboys
mojo.
The Cowboys have an owner with the unlimited desire to win, and they continue to flounder. And the Bucks have owners that almost don't seem like they care if they win or not. And they end up with the same kind of record, except that the Bucks are in such a crappy division that they just kind of somehow backdoored into the playoffs every year and then just get pummeled. It's pathetic to watch these teams right now that continue to disappoint everyone.
But what are the Bucks away? Like, what are they missing?
An offensive coordinator and a defensive coordinator.
Yeah.
And a trade or two during the season when they could have really affected their record when they're in the dumps in the middle of the season.
I think they need better offensive and defensive line depth, in my opinion.
They need a pass rush.
They need a pass rush. You need a guy that can catch a ball that's in his hands. I mean, how many times did Mbuka drop a ball that was in his hands?
Boy, one was a touchdown I saw.
Yeah.
I mean, it's pathetic. You can't just blame it on Baker. Although Baker gets frustrated, then he tries to do too much, and he gets banged up. And banged up quarterbacks don't play well.
Well, plus he does not ever slide. He never slides. He thinks he's a fullback. And I think that Baker needs to take maybe recalibrate himself and say, listen, I need to take care of myself and not go for that extra yard and slide. Because he's like an offensive lineman.
Well, the Bucks and the Browns need to take their offensive coordinators, throw them in a big bag with a bunch of wildcats, and throw them in a river.
So the scores over the weekend: Seattle killed the Falcons 37-9. Bengals upset, but not upset. I'm sorry. It was a hell of a game. I was watching it on TV, and it was snowing. Bills over the Bengals. Bengals are done. Although Burrows is back, right?
Yes, he is.
But still, they're done, right? I mean, they're done.
4 wins.
Browns get beat by the Titans 31-29. Shador actually had a pretty damn good game. 1 pick, but threw for almost 370. 3 touchdowns, 1 by running. Does it show that they should have gone with him? As soon as Flacco left and went to the Bengals, that they should have put Shador in there. I mean, based on how much better he's doing and how much more of a professional football looking, skill set he has than the Gabriel kid.
Yeah, but the coach, it just shows that the coach
doesn't care.
He doesn't care. Plus, he also picked Gabriel over, so he was trying to stick with his guy, and he was proven wrong.
Is he gone? Yeah.
The coach?
Yeah, he's gone, right?
Yeah, he's never going to be that. He's never going to be a head coach again.
Ever.
It's not in the NFL.
Where'd he come from? Was he an offensive coordinator
for the Vikings?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Speaking of which, the Vikings don't count them out. They're at 5-8, but don't count them out. 31-0 over the Commanders. Dolphins over the Jets. Saints over the Buccaneers. Jaguars, man, are they for real?
Dude, Danny Dimes was playing on a broken leg, then tore his Achilles.
Yeah, I
mean,
know.
and Sauce Gardner got hurt. I mean, the Colts are falling apart fast. Danny Jones, I mean, as Dan would probably tell you, probably shouldn't have been out there with a fracture in his leg. I mean, they're saying that the Colts are are at fault for throwing him out there.
Well, then he tore an Achilles.
He tore his Achilles, yeah.
And I can't really play it because we got a copyright. But those are usually when you tear an Achilles, Dan. Those are year enders. You're done.
Oh, they're definitely a year ender.
Did Rodgers? What was he? 23 of 34 for 284 yards, 1 touchdown.
Yeah.
As they beat the Ravens 27-22, Broncos over the Raiders, Pack over the Bears, Rams big over the Cardinals, and then last night was it the Sunday Night Football?
Yeah,
Texas and Chiefs.
Yeah, Mahomes threw 3 picks, and I guess the Chiefs' playoff hopes went down to 15%.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're 6-7. They're 6-7. The Chiefs are.
Wow, it's trouble in Camelot.
There is. What's that attributed to? They're going to blame it on Taylor Swift?
Well, they blame the victories on her, so let's blame the defeats on her.
I'm just saying. I mean, I don't think
Here's what the problem is,
Bubba. It's not a Travis Kelce thing, though.
It's not a Travis Kelce, although he's getting old. They're all getting old. And the problem is...
How old is Mahomes?
He's been there a while now.
Maybe 29, maybe 30.
Oh, he's right in the prime.
Yeah, but he's also gotten beat up a lot over the years. And here's the real problem, Bubba. He sucks all the money out of the organization. They can't play all these other players because they're paying Mahomes so much money.
So they lose these guys through free agency.
Right,
and
that's what happens
you.
when you get these quarterbacks that are crowned king of the world, and they end up with $50 million a year contracts.
Then it just sucks. That edge rusher that you need.
Right, those guys are all expensive.
That cornerback that you need.
I mean, they had to let offensive linemen go. I mean, their running backs are, Pacheco and Kareem Hunt, which obviously aren't making very much money. I mean, Dan's right. That's the thing about when you have to pay your quarterback is obviously it's going to hurt you in other areas, and it is catching up. But they'll do a reset. They'll reset it, and whether Mahomes redoes his contract or whatever, but they'll make sure that I don't think another losing season is in the cards for the Chiefs anytime soon after this year.
And I can't even tell you the last time if they didn't make. When's the last time they didn't make the playoffs?
I believe that Mahomes has won the West every year he's been a starter.
I think so too. I don't know.
So that'd be like 7 or 8 straight years, maybe.
Yeah, I mean, you're gonna have.
They've had a hell of a run, man.
They've had a hell of a run.
And it's not forever. They had their run. They could never play another down of football, and those guys have a lifetime of memories and success.
2-time champions.
Yeah.
Two-time. I mean, this particular.
No, 3-time.
3.
Mahomes.
He's got 3.
Mahomes got 3 rings.
And Mahomes has 3 Super Bowl MVPs.
I did not know that.
Oh yeah.
You're right, Dan. They could completely. The wheels could fall off, and that was one hell of a run.
And 4 of them are going to the Hall of Fame. So I mean, they did great. It was great. But they can't be on the throne forever. We want some parity. We're tired of the Mahomes show.
2014 is the last time they didn't make the playoffs.
When we return, Hall of Famer, boxing Hall of Famer, I think Barry McGeehan. I don't know if he's a trainer or what, but he's in the boxing Hall of Fame. He gives his interesting take on the Anthony Joshua versus Jake Paul fight. And he says that Jake Paul could get very badly hurt. And they're also saying, Lummy, that there is a clause in the contract. Did you see that?
No.
A go easy clause?
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Come on. Of course there is, because it's all, in my opinion, fake. He's ruined the sport of boxing. Thank you, Jake. Douchebag.
If you love that segment, then check out BubbaArmyHQ.com and do a deep dive on past shows. The Bubba the Love Sponge Show will be right back.
After the first round,
Guarantee you had it.
and then
I just
you
feel
had
like
to
it's-
kind of back it down.
I just feel like it's tough to define that legally, but I also don't see
I think
it.
it's when Paul probably feels like he went a little too hard and tells you like, "Hey, easy."
Yeah, easy. It's just go easy. He hits the go easy button.
Yeah, I mean, like when Hogan wrestled Angle for the first time, Mrs. Hogan told me the story. Angle comes in there, he's a little bit green, and he's fucking going 1,000 miles an hour, and he locks up with Hogan like really fucking stiff. And Hogan fucking throws him off him and gets outside the ring and does his Hogan shit with the fans and stuff, and he tells the fucking referee, tell fucking Hammerhead over there that's throwing hammers to go easy.
Oh,
so they get back in the ring, and he goes, slow down and go easy. Like you're fucking going way too hard, way too fast, and you're throwing hammers. You know, because Kurt Angle, he's a shoot style Olympic champion.
Yeah, he didn't know how to fake.
He was all perked up. Wasn't feeling shit.
So what'd you think of the Baseball Hall of Fame votes?
Dude, yeah, I mean...
Jeff Kent, come on, baby.
Actually, you know what? I'm sure we won't cover that at all, but I want to talk about that Thursday or Friday. The Hall of Fame.
I mean, how do you guys...
Dude, I mean, I can't even take it seriously anymore.
Jeff Kent, and you don't even... Okay, let's just not even talk about the steroid guys. They're like, Don Mattingly, Daryl Murphy...
Did those guys make it?
Jeff Kent, huh?
Did those guys make it, Mattingly?
No.
Dude, the Kent thing is crazy. Like, he had good numbers, but I mean, he's the epitome of a good player. They need to...
He got a 290 in his career.
Right, he didn't have like the... Like, do you have to have 400 home runs? Like, there's gotta be a...
You gotta have 500 home runs, you gotta hit over 300, you gotta have over 3,000 hits. He had none of that. 17 seasons, he had 2,400 hits, so he's short. 377 home runs.
Short.
And about 290.
Short.
Yeah, they're never gonna put these guys in, dude. Just like they never put Rose in, they're never gonna put Bonds in.
Yeah, the biggest thing was when Fred McGriff was trying to get in because he had 493, and they're like, oh, he didn't hit 500.
So I should tell the story. I should tell the story on the air. One time, Hogan and I we were drunk or high or something, and we were talking about that time that Angle and him locked up for the first time, and so we were in the kitchen, remember, and we just got to work it out. And I go, okay, well, lock, and I know how to lock up. I said, lock up with me and show me how hard Angle locked up with you. Now, Hogan was a big dude. He was a big dude, and he was tuned up a little bit, and he comes and fucking locks up with me and like
disorienting.
I mean, like just trying to emulate what Kurt did to him, and I was just like, I'm like, man, stop, Uncle, like, oh my God,
back up, brother.
Jake Paul looks like he's gonna suck in this guy's nipples in this picture.
Easy, brother. Slow it down.
Actually, yeah, Mattingly had over a 307 batting average.
If you didn't blow your knee out, you'd have had 300,000 hits, 500 homers, and batted 300. You. That's what Snook Slayer said. Are you in the softball league now?
I haven't played 10 years. I just had one shorter.
They haven't done anything.
Yeah, a bowl, alright?
How'd you blow your shoulder out? Like folding laundry?
Bowling.
Bowling?
No, how did I blow it out? How did I turn my labrum or whatever?
Yeah.
Being stupid in Kansas State.
What, jumping a fence or something?
No, throwing contest.
Oh, really?
I won.
How far did you throw?
Like 60 yards.
Where'd you win?
20 bucks.
It was worth it.
Yeah.
I get it. Morning, Dirt Merchant.
Flight home the next day was the worst because I had never experienced that much pain before.
Nick, young guy, good morning. Matt, it's there.
I'm on a little plane, leaving Manhattan, Kansas. My arms numb. Pain.
How many times did you throw the ball before you got that 60?
I think twice, which is wild. I didn't warm up.
Oh, that 2 throws and third throw was full blast? Oh,
The Bubba the Love Sponge Show, listener supported via PayPal, Venmo, and Cash App, all at the Bubba Army, now returns.
So, get this stuff out here. Thank you. It's the Bubba the Love Sponge Show, PayPal, Venmo, Cash App at the Bubba Army. Dan, myself, Lummy, Seth, Macho Man, Jay will be here momentarily here in about an hour. But I wanted to look at our calendars. By the way, don't forget, I won't be here on Thursday and Friday. The show will be hosted by the Seth Kushner. Thursday will be the Babyface as his one of his hosts. And then Friday, of course, I think Gene finally comes back. So that's this Thursday and Friday. Then moving ahead, if we look at the 15th, we're doing 11 to 2 on starting on the 15th.
All right.
11 to 2 on the 15th, 16th, 17th, and 18th.
Wait, so this is our last week of mornings?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yes.
God damn.
Yes. Last week of mornings, and Wednesday's my last day of morning. Seth Kushner slides in for the Thursday-Friday gimmick.
Wow, the holidays are really hitting us fast.
They are very much. It's why I'm...
It's only the 8th, but I feel like it's all happening right now.
I feel it's only the 8th, but I feel like it's almost over. I feel like it's like we're almost of January 5th is when we return. So starting 15, 16, 17, and 18, which is the Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, everybody has off. I have a podcast on that Friday. That's the only, and if Macho Man and you can show me how, or Macho Man can just show me how to turn it on. In fact, I know how to turn it on, I think. So Macho Man doesn't even have to be here if he can show me how to do it, which I think I know how to do it. But so the 15th, Monday the 15th, Tuesday the 16th, Wednesday the 17th, and Thursday the 18th are all 11 to 2. That being said, Dan, I don't know how that works in your world.
Not really well.
That's why I'm telling you, I know if 15 and 16 you can't be here, certainly I understand. So I know that's right in your power alley of when you get the most. That's when you get the most things done in your professional day is between 11 and 2.
Yep.
So please know that I understand you might not be able to make that. Jay might be able to, but that's also in the power alley of all of his stuff too. So I'm not counting on either one of you, but what I would like for you to look at, and I want to, everybody's like, okay, you always have all these things that you plan, but you guys never do them. You're supposed to have a basketball game, you're supposed to go bowling, do all that stuff. I'm looking to, could Sunday, or I'm sorry, Saturday or Sunday, the 20th or 21st, we could, but see, I got to look at Lummy who the Packers play on the 12th. Well, the Packers play Chicago at that 8:20, right? I think the Packers play Chicago. Didn't they flex that game to the night game?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So is that the 21st game, Lummy? Will you look?
Yes.
Packers Bears 21st.
Yes.
All right. So is there a Bucks home game, because that would enable the Diacos to be there?
No.
Okay, so that's an away game.
Yes.
So far everything's lining up. Could we do a show event taped for YouTube on Sunday the 21st? And we could, Lummy, we could do it as early as he said he would even open it up, an hour early for us if we wanted to get going. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
And I figured we could do bowling and go-karting on the 21st. If everybody would be available. Now, Dan, it starts with you on Sunday the 21st. Do you have the kids?
I don't know yet. I have to get back to you on that. I shouldn't, but I'm not sure because we keep flipping back and forth on it. Okay. So I should know in the next 48 hours.
So literally, though, I think we could get everything done. I think we could go 9 to noon or even 10 to noon. And, we're going to probably bowl what? 2 games?
Yeah.
Bowl 2 games. 2 games and have a go-kart session. A go-kart session. So I got to think that, and listen, Dan, he'll give us 2 lanes. I'm saying we'll have lanes 4 and 5 or 6 and so we'll have 2 lanes. We can probably get 2 games in with two teams. Or now, are we doing teams or are we doing individuals?
I thought we were going to do teams. We've always talked about doing teams, but we could do individual.
Yeah, I mean,
So everyone bowl for themselves.
Yeah, everybody just bowl for themselves, right? I kind of like the individual deal better.
Yeah.
And we rank them. And then the go-kart deal. So I want Seth, look at your schedule, see how the 21st works out for you. Dan, somebody needs to get a hold of Brian and Lasker. Tuttle is invited, but I understand if Tuttle can't make it.
Okay.
Because he lives on the other coast. So I would say the participants need to be me, Lummy, Dan, Jay, if he can make it, Seth, Macho Man, Brian, Gene. Am I missing it? Tuttle?
Yeah, and Colton asked if he could get in.
But Colton's not like a full-time personality. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He's like a fun guy, though.
He's responsible and he's intelligent and speaks well.
True.
He bends over backwards for you.
Lummy, yes. Tell Colton that he is. So that's 10 in the perfect world if everybody could show up. If everybody can show up, that's 10.
Which means you'll get 8, which is perfect. So 4 and 4 in the bowling.
All right.
And an 8-person, go-kart race would be great to beat up 7 other people.
You guys don't understand. This place is after every one of you people go here. Like, I guarantee you, Seth, you're going to want to take Sammy to this place one time or another. It is so. There's stuff for Sammy. There's stuff for Phoebe.
I'll take that bet.
I bet you.
Okay.
I bet you'll take Sammy there.
$100.
Well, let's not get crazy. Let's start out like, because you can just tell Sammy she's not going, and
I
then
don't have to tell her it exists.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Then you win. And then you lie to me and be like, oh, I tried like hell. And Sammy's like, no. So anyway, Dan, I promise you'll be taking your kids there.
Yeah, it sounds fun.
And Lummy, you've seen the place, and would you not take Walker there in a minute?
Oh, but they're last week.
Oh, hold on, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, so there you go.
No Christas to scare him?
No.
I mean, it shouldn't be a surprise that kids do like a kid's place.
Yeah.
But this is a kid's place that has cool stuff for us too.
Yes,
Right.
yeah.
Like, it's not just like going to Chuck E. Cheese and diving into the bin
like,
of balls.
There's nothing that
39% in it.
And as a dad, there's nothing really that you can play. I mean, you can play some video games if you wanted to.
Yeah,
but,
you feel like a pervert playing skee-ball, though.
Exactly. You're intermingling with 4 and 5-year-olds.
Going down the slide.
But driving a 45-mile-an-hour electric go-kart through a Grand Prix course is right down Dan's alley. I promise you that. Bowling. So we could either do, like bowling and axe throwing one day, and then go-kart and baseball the next.
Yeah.
But we'll figure out 2 events. So throw it out there, Lummy.
Okay.
This is on a Sunday?
Yeah, Sunday.
And what time are you thinking?
I'm thinking, 9 to noon.
Okay.
Are they going to have to open up early just for us? I'm
Maybe.
sure they're not open at 9 on Sunday.
They open up at 10, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, so not too bad.
So
Can we put an apple on someone's head?
On the axe?
Yeah.
No, yeah, yours.
Yeah.
So, Lummy, let's
have Tuttle throw.
So, Lummy, get a hold of our guy. What's our guy's name?
Chris.
Get a hold of Chris.
Okay.
First of all, today.
Yes.
Just send him this talk break.
Yeah.
And say, hey, Chris, we want to like to do our show event. Do the show 4 event deal for our YouTube channel on Sunday the 21st, early. If maybe we can open up, and if we start with bowling. He could probably just send one person to open the place up and get us situated.
Did you put Macho on the list or no?
Of course I did.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Can you write this? Can you write this?
Let me write this down.
Let me write this down.
Babyface, Tuttle.
Hold on. Go ahead. Bubba.
Yep.
Lummy.
Yep.
Dan. Jay. Macho Man. Seth. Brian. Tuttle. Gene. Colton.
There you go.
Now, did I miss anybody? Can we fly?
Are you going
Merch Crick. I figured Merch Crick would be the video person.
Are we going to fly Gary down from DC?
Gary.
I mean, would Gary fly down, and how much is that going to cost me?
Well, we can find that out too.
Probably $1,000.
First of all, Gary can stay with me, Lummy.
Okay.
I got room for Gary.
Yep.
So Gary can stay. He doesn't have to rent.
No, Lummy always puts him up at the Airbnb.
It's taken.
Yeah, it's taken.
Oh wow! Is it still a crime scene, or it's back up?
It's open.
No, hold on. It's not a crime scene. You know what it is? and I heard this from his wife, it's solidly booked.
Yeah.
Good.
Like they got it booked. Lummy and Walker and Phoebe and Ashley and they came over to the house a couple weekends ago.
And they were basking in how the Airbnb is sold out?
Well, I mean, Ashley was like, hey, we were, after we got by the way, Lummy, have you looked at getting the footage?
Yeah. We just got to get it, just pay for it now.
Okay, well, tell me how much it is privately.
Okay.
And then do we give it to Gary to put it all together?
100%.
Okay. Perfect. Gary, work on flights on getting down here on the 21st.
He normally drives, Bubba.
Yeah, but he said he would need to fly.
I need to fly, okay.
Yeah, it's what? He lives in Virginia.
Plus with the weather.
Yeah.
Oh, it's icy.
Yeah.
So get him in here on the, whatever. He can stay with me, and if he wants to come in on Friday, that's fine. Saturday, fine. Out on Monday.
He'll probably camera up a go-kart, Bubba.
Oh, he probably will.
I mean, he could get some cool stuff, I'm sure.
So let me work on flights. Tell me how much they are.
Okay.
So I can pay Gary. And I think that we definitely need Gary there so that we can, really do this thing the right way. And we knock 2 events out. I don't think we do all 4 events, Lummy.
No,
and then we pick. Yeah. And then if we can get the 2 done, knock those out, then we can plan on the other 2. So Dan, check your schedule if you can, bud, and see if you can make it.
Okay.
Lummy, here's as anticipation builds for the showdown between Anthony Joshua and Jake Paul. Boxing Hall of Famer Barry McGeehan has shared his thoughts about the fight and how he believes that Paul could easily end up knocked out into next week. The former WBA champion believes this mismatch is so extreme that it's hard to imagine Paul escaping. Speaking in a recent interview with Betway Insider, McGeehan bluntly questioned how the bout even came together without restrictions. It's hard to believe that they would have signed some sort of caveat. How is Joshua being matched with this guy? Look at it coldly. McGeehan doesn't mince words when comparing Joshua's proven power to Paul's resume. Look at what Joshua did to some other dude named Francis. I don't even know how to say that last name. He went 12 rounds with Tyson Fury. Joshua blasted him out in a couple of rounds. The Irish boxing legend speculates that Joshua would have to rein himself in or things could get very bad for Paul quickly. Joshua hits him clean once in the right place. It could break his jaw, knock him out, and put him in a bad state. He added that Joshua is in a different league while Paul is not a heavyweight, describing him instead closer to a cruiserweight. McGeehan even suggested the bout is so mismatched that it risks becoming a freak show. Anybody with any sense knows that if Joshua hits him like he hit his other opponent, he'll knock him into next week. Concern isn't coming from the speculation alone. McGeehan knows the realities of elite boxing better than most, named the Clones Cyclone. He held both the WBA and the lineal featherweight titles in the mid-'80s and later built a career as a promoter and an analyst. And then it goes on to say, let me, if you Google about Jake Paul fight go easy clause, the guy that we're talking about here says that he thinks that Joshua has emphatically denied that these claims, stating that there's no such clause and that he intends to destroy Paul, as recent reports even suggest a weight restriction favors that I think Joshua has to stay below 245.
He's like 265 now, they said.
Source of rumors, Boxing Hall of Famer Barry McGeehan suggested that Joshua must have some form of restriction due to the extreme mismatch, sparking speculation.
So he has nothing to go off of. He's just saying that these guys are mismatched, so there must be a clause in there. He doesn't have any proof.
No, there's no proof that there's anybody has seen the contract that states that there's a go easy clause. So this is just a guy that comes highly respected in the business, meaning, he's got a great resume and he's in the Boxing Hall of Fame, and it's just his pure speculation that there's a go easy clause, And there doesn't even have to really be a go easy clause. If Jake Paul takes after weigh-ins or something, they're going to have, or they could certainly carve out time that they have a situation where it's those two in a room, and Jake Paul says, "Hey man, don't, go easy on me."
They've already had this conversation, Bubba. Before they even signed the fight, they had this conversation in the back of some bar or some restaurant. These fights, like I said, are a travesty to sportsmanship. We might as well have him boxing girls, because the guys that he's fighting aren't putting up a fight, and it's pathetic. It's absolutely pathetic. It's shameful.
If you watch the Tyson fight, Tyson wasn't given the memo for round one. And if you look at round one, and this is strictly my opinion because Jake Paul is litigious, and
litigious guys are hiding something.
Well, here's the deal, man. If you're he's suing people as a multi, worth a couple $100 million. He's suing content providers and sports talk show hosts and regular terrestrial radio hosts and anybody that's breaking down or covering any of his fights. Anybody that speculates that it looks fixed or it might be fixed, he's suing them. And I just don't understand. To me, that makes you look guilty. And since when can sports, casters and content providers and people, since when do we have to be afraid to give our opinion about the way something looks? Whether you watch a basketball team lay down or whether you watch a football team that looks like they're, in the day and age, they've found more now, erroneous throwing fights and within the sports betting world, there's more of that's happened than ever. And how can you not watch some of this Jake Paul stuff and not come to the conclusion that this might not be on the up and up, or it might have some type of understanding, and this is strictly my opinion, that there's an understanding that Jake Paul is making you so much money contingent upon you doing your very best to make it look like a really, really good match, and he wins. Because, his resume, listen, I watched the Mike. I'm never gonna buy another Jake Paul fight ever again.
Thank God. You might as well be sending money to Morgan Wallen.
Because and so it just leads to speculation.
Well, he's hoping that if he knocks this guy out or wins, he wants a shot, I guess, at the belt. Like he wants to be a legitimate champion,
not an exhibition.
No, he wants this to prove to all of his doubters and his haters that he's a legit boxer, and that he wants this fight to get him into the conversation of.
So that even leads even more to potentially, a guy that has such a huge accomplishment resume, and the guy that he's fighting. So if this is Jake Paul, if Jake Paul does well, knocks a guy out, wins, that propels him into being a legitimate boxer with potentially, aspirations of fighting for the title, Seth, and that's all contingent upon how well he does versus this guy. That just makes me think that there's even more of a chance, in my opinion, to potentially throw it.
Dr. Good, how much?
If there's that much up for stake, if he beats this guy and that puts him in the conversation of being a legitimate boxer that's no longer an exhibition, and you can fight, in the WBA, the WBC for a title, then that makes me even speculate more that the guy that he's fighting, the accomplished boxer, is going to lay down.
How much is it going to affect the fight for this fighter that normally boxes around 265, 270 in a month to get down to 245 and fight there?
Nothing.
It's not going to hurt that guy. But again, if the boxers aren't within 10 pounds of weight, within 10 inches of height, or within 10 years of age. It's a show. This is a game show, guys. This might as well be The Price is Right or another WWE night. It's a show. It's scripted. It is completely fake. How can you rank a boxer that's had 15 exhibition matches against bums? The problem is in boxing, if you have 2 losses, you're done. So even the legitimate boxers have to fight bums the first 15 fights. This guy is just fighting guys that are normally good boxers, but pays them to be bums.
But even Mike Tyson and his trek through the world, being the world's, I think at that time
he was like 19.
He was the youngest, legitimate heavyweight in the history of the sport. But when he was like 16, 17, 18, he was. Dan, they were lining up bums for him to fight, and he was knocking them out in a minute.
Yep.
Now, then, as he got to be like 11 or 12 or 13-0, then the legitimate boxers started coming in, and guess what?
He's still knocking them out.
He was still. So as they kind of said, okay, no more bums. Let's see what this guy's really got. Tyson can continue to knock the guys with a decent resume out, like Leon Spinks and all these people that had legitimate boxing careers. Mike ran through those dudes, which made but it starts. You start out when and you and
we
your
watched it. We did it. They all start by the first 10 fights are bums with a capital B, bums.
Like China Smith. When you guys
his first 10 fights were real technical guys. They were guys with like high tops and stuff on.
Right. And so what fight number is this for Jake Paul?
Man, I think maybe 16 or so.
Is it that many?
Yeah.
Is he 15-0?
No, he's also won a fight.
He's at 12.
He's at 12.
He's 12-1, I guess.
Who beat him?
Oh, what's his name's brother?
Was it that Fury?
Fury, yeah.
Fury's brother.
Yeah.
So again, a legitimate boxer. The time that he fought a legitimate boxer who might not have been a bum, we see the outcome, right?
Yeah.
And then he figured it out. Okay, I'm more of a sideshow content, producer, internet influencer. Listen, I'm not trying to talk bad about how great of a promoter he is, how successful he's been. He's been able to turn this in, and I'll tell you this right now.
You think he's a tough guy?
Yeah, I think he's a tough guy.
Who, Jake Paul?
Yeah,
he's pretty tough. He's not a marquee level international boxer.
Right, I think he's a tough dude.
Yeah,
he's tougher than 90% of the guys rolling around, maybe even. But I don't think he's in that upper echelon of world-class heavyweight toughness.
God, no. Imagine him being in the ring with a Klitschko that was healthy, and that's like fighting him from a wheelchair.
Or a Tyson Fury.
Yeah, it's just, and the thing is, after he lost his fight, he decided, okay, I'm going to change my tune a little bit. I'm just going to fight guys that can be bought.
Right. Roy Jones Jr. Did he fight
guys sucking D for beer money because they're at the waning edge of their career. They pissed away all the money on cars, girls, and houses. And baby mamas.
Well, easy on that, Dan. That's all my checks all my boxes.
If you want 24/7 on-demand Bubba and the crew, go to BubbaArmyHQ.com.
Right now.
The Bubba the Love Sponge Show will be back after this.
That was all Dr. Dan's opinion. That's your show.
Yeah, you got it on your pen.
You use the S word that he doesn't like.
What S word?
Scripted, set up, staged.
Scripted, set up, stage, scam.
Yeah,
Shameful.
That's all his S's.
Oh, he can suck my S. He can S my D. I would love for him to try to sue me.
Yeah, you're an attorney too.
Yeah, good luck suing me, asshole. I can't wait for my discovery.
Uh-huh.
And the list of witnesses would be the last 10 bums he fought.
That would really suck, Jesse. What's up, Eat More Coastline?
Let me get that. Make sure you get that message to Gary.
Oh, he's working on it.
How about the editing?
And Chris, I told him. And Chris said that no problem. Just let him know what we need.
Okay, so you think we can come in at 9?
Yeah, he said not a problem. He said just when you get locked down, let him know.
Okay, so now we just got to reach out to everybody.
Yep, and Gary's working on it. Of course they are. So the Bucks are doing their bullshit. Limp into maybe the playoffs and miss it, or pull it out against the Panthers. Panthers are a better team, playing better than the Bucks. Standing Red gave to one membership. Thank you, Standing Red.
Maybe you can start fighting like movie characters, like Jake Paul versus Godzilla, Jake Paul versus King Kong, Jake Paul versus E.T.
She's doing those get 5 guys to fight Jake Paul.
Huh?
Get like 5 guys to box Jake Paul all at one time. One of those events.
Oh, one of those events? Yeah. Those are a shit show. You'd be better off doing slap fights. I'd have more respect for him.
Yeah, 940, 85 months. Sneaker, 69, 58 months.
Lummy.
Yes, sir.
I did my blood pressure after the Bears game last night.
What was it?
127 over 80.
That's not good. That's not bad.
No, I know. They said I have to start. I have high blood pressure, so I have to start taking medicine. So they have me taking my blood pressure all the time.
That's not high blood pressure. That's normal.
No, I thought I wasn't. I was unfazed.
Can I put you on my hair pill? It also helps blood pressure.
Hair pill?
Hair pill helps blood pressure too.
Does it help hair?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'm on. I actually go there in a couple weeks.
Doctor?
Yeah, they might not keep me on the blood pressure medication.
Well, you take this one and you won't need yours.
And I'll get hair?
And you get hair.
Sounds like a deal to me.
Does it make your penis extra strong too?
Yes, it sure does.
Better pill than that. Huh?
Yeah. You can pee.
Blood pressure.
You get hair, pee, blood pressure, and a bigger thing.
I agree, Cascades. I agree. That's a good way to put it. Pinellas Cascades with the chat of the day. It's still a great time to be a Bears fan. Sure, week to week it's a grind, but the body of work as a whole is beautiful.
Getting better.
Jake Paul would be better with Joe Buck, the announcer.
Jake Paul better than Joe Buck?
This is Jake Paul.
When someone asks, "How was your weekend?" Have an answer. Just do what you love. Toyo Tires.
The Bubba the Love Sponge Show. Listener supported via PayPal, Venmo, Cash App, all at the Bubba Army. Now returns.
So the Marjorie, what's her name? Marjorie
Taylor Greene.
Yeah, she's fighting Jake Paul next. It's his next card.
Well,
it's her.
That might be a better matchup. She was on 60 Minutes, I think last night, and is her interview causing an absolute S storm
Many people are pretty much just giving up on her.
Now, hasn't she already declared that she's not rerunning for office?
I think she's actually getting out early, too, before her she's supposed to be. I think she's I think
she has one more year. I don't think that she is set to expire till like a year from now.
Yeah, I think she's getting out of it the first of the year.
Why?
She said she can't take it.
She can't take Trump?
Yeah. She said she can't take the death threats.
It wasn't a decision that I came to lightly, but it was a very important decision for myself and also for my family.
It was sudden.
It was sudden, but a lot of things changed. I stood for women who were raped when they were 14 years old, and the president that I fought for 5 years called me a traitor for that. And so
now, what particular bill or situation, or like what?
I think with what just got released, with what
the Epstein deal?
What they voted for, yeah.
Oh, okay. So didn't Trump realize that? Well, I don't know why he picked on her, because everybody but one person in the entire U.S. Senate and House of Representatives.
Well, didn't he change his mind on it? Wasn't he against it, and then he said just let it out?
Yes.
So why did he single her out when everybody except one dude from Louisiana voted for it?
I think her and Nancy Mace seemed at first that they were
early in.
They're with the victims from the start. Yeah.
So that changed the landscape of things.
So I'm going to ask you straight out. Mm-hmm. Did you surrender? Did Donald Trump run you out of town?
No, not at all. Actually, Lesley, it's more like this, is I said in my statement, I will be no one's battered wife, and I meant it. And I won't allow the system to abuse me anymore.
You really feel abused. You know, he did come after you pretty hard. He called you a lunatic, I'm quoting. He said all she does is complain, complain, complain in caps, and then he called you a traitor. So he hit you, whacked you.
Yes, he did this in the same time span where President Trump brought in the Al-Qaeda leader that was wanted by the U.S. government, who is now the president of Syria. Then within a week, he brought in the Crown Prince MBS, who murdered an American journalist. And then he brought in the newly elected Democrat socialist mayor of New York. That was the time span.
Well, now, hold on. I'm not sticking up for Trump, but the New York mayor gimmick didn't, like, he wasn't there to endorse the dude. And I heard that the New York mayor guy laid down, and Trump didn't, told him how stupid most of his stuff was. So I don't think that he brought him to the White. Now, I don't know about the other two. But I don't know with regards to the New York mayor deal, like that wasn't a seal of endorsement for what this lunatic wants to do with New York City. I think Trump, who obviously has a lot of investments and that's his home, was doing it maybe as a courtesy of the new, bringing the new mayor in, but also giving him the business, meaning like, your stuff's stupid, it ain't going to work. So, I mean, when you bring somebody into the White House, I don't think you necessarily mean that you're just giving them your seal of endorsement. And again, I cannot speak on the other two, the guy from Saudi Arabia who had that Turkish journalist killed. And then
they say he's American. I thought he was from Turkey.
I thought he was.
I didn't understand that one. And by the way, he's been ruler of Saudi Arabia, his family, for a couple decades now. So he's a world leader. There's a lot of world leaders that have done bad things on the way to becoming world leaders, but then they're in charge and you have to deal with them.
Socialist mayor of New York, that was the time span that he called me a traitor.
Hey, Seth, do you think when her hair breaks off in the woods and doesn't make a sound, did it really break off?
What are you talking about?
Because she's got bleach blonde, broken hair everywhere. It's disgusting. But I'm not here to criticize her physically. My criticism of her is twofold. Number one is, if it's so bad, if you're so worried about your life and your safety and your family and your integrity, why are you waiting until January to quit? Oh, so you can get your pension. Hypocrite. Secondly, she's in politics. There's name calling. Trump and Mamdani called each other the nastiest names in the book. And then 3 days later, they shake hands and say, "Hey, it's like Bugs Bunny with the coyote and the roadrunner and the sheepdog. After they tie him out, they're all still buddies because it's politics."
Hold on, like with the roadrunner, with the roadrunner and the coyote, they would be chasing each other all day. And the coyote could never get the roadrunner, and he'd get all this Acme, like bombs and explosive, and the roadrunner would just grease him. And then at the end of the day, a lot of times it showed him punching out a time clock and being friends and walking off, knowing that they were just putting on a show. I know if you're going to bring that example up.
That's exactly the example. It's a show. It's a show.
So I don't know.
We need to get Jake Paul in the politics. At least he won't quit like a little bitch.
I would stick around, man. I would suck that political
capital
I would
to the end.
Yeah.
Yes, she's powerful. She
lose.
has people listen to her dumbass. Yeah.
Until I lose. I would do it until I'm defeated. There is no term limits in the Senate and the House, which I think is a big problem. I think that's a huge problem, but there are none. Nobody foresees them ever putting any term limits on it because they would have to vote for it, which is basically voting for them to their demise. You can only have 2 terms. And since you can run as many times as you want, and when you get a stranglehold on your district, if you're just, Lummy, I can't even tell you the last time a Castor or a Billaracus or some of these people that represent us here, they're lifers.
Yes, they are.
And a lot of them will be lifers, and then their daughter with the same last name will run, and it's a Castor, just throw it in there. Or it's a Billaracus or whatever. And there's nepotism too in politics.
Oh yeah.
So you might as well just keep. And think about, the longer that you go, the bigger your government pension's going to be. You're set for life. If you do 2 or 3 terms, you're set.
I think she's already made a ton of money in the stock market.
Yeah.
They all have.
She's had to follow. All you got to do is just follow Nancy Pelosi's stock moves. Screw Warren Buffett. Go right to Nancy Pelosi if you want to make some real money. Just telling you that right now. Hello, go ahead.
Hey, Bubba, about 7 years ago, I used to have the worst GERD in the world. And no matter what I ate, I could take the Tums like crazy. Like you said, it made it worse. But my doctor put me on pantoprazole. It's similar to what Dr. Dan's talking about, omeprazole. It's just a Protonix. It's 1 pill in the morning. That's all you need.
I ain't telling
you. I want to get it. Come on, dude.
Come on, you'll take 15 other things.
GERD anymore?
You'll take 15 other pills, some of which are, we can't even spell.
What's the side effects on this?
You feel better.
No, I'm just saying, I need to look at the side effects.
Okay, it's not that. It's the side effect profile of a proton pump inhibitor is very slim. There's not a lot of side effects.
Okay.
There's not a lot of downside to it, Bubba.
All right, we'll talk about it privately.
I hope before you get on your vacation, you get on that, man, because you'll feel so good.
All right, thanks. Appreciate it.
All right, God bless.
This is a little weird, and it's to the point where I might have to have Seth debunk it because it doesn't seem even like real. This, according to the story, a guy left a rude comment on a woman's post, and instead of responding online, she drove 3 hours to his workplace and forced him to apologize, threatened to show the comment to his wife. That's a whole different level of wild. Now, here it is in its entirety. I guess it might have had to do something with racism.
Yeah, I have the comment that he left right here.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Can you say
it out loud?
Can you say it out loud?
Yeah, I can censor it.
Okay.
It says, I believe she posted. She explains what she posted. It was something about school district, I believe in Tennessee. Mike goes, I'm just here because of black fatigue. I'm tired of the unruly N-word mentality and lack of basic home training. It has nothing to do with whining. I'm not sure if you've noticed, but a lot more white folks are speaking out on your BS lately. Just happen to be one of them. Black people cry all the time about how they're mistreated because they're black. God forbid a white guy says BS, then you uppity Negroes get all worked up and try to deflect. It's actually funny as F to me. I'm just sitting back waiting for your 13% that does 50% of all violent crimes in America to set it off so we can finish this once and for all.
Yeah, I mean, I can understand why that would piss her off. It's his opinion, and I don't, it's his opinion. Other than using the N-word, I think that it's his opinion.
Wait, he used Negro, didn't he?
No.
As his N-word?
Well, he used the real N-word, but he used Negro as well, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so
I just was trying to understand the
right. So
editing.
he used the N-word one time, and then the other one, the more appropriate one, which I don't even know if that's really appropriate.
Well, I mean, you have the United Negro College Fund, and it's not really a commonly used word anymore. Just like colored's not a commonly used word, but NAACP is,
National Advancement. Oh, you know what NAACP stands for? Do you, Dan? You're supposed to.
Yes.
Okay. What is it?
National Association for the Advancement of Colored People.
All right. So this woman who he was speaking to in the text that Seth just read, which Seth came in a form of a comment on something that she posted, correct?
Yeah, on TikTok.
Right. So she posted something on TikTok. I wonder if we can find that original post that got him so riled up to be
he's racist. I don't know if you need much to know what triggers a racist other than just a black person speaking.
So here is this black person, this African-American lady, who drove 3 hours to this guy's work and confronts him.
Oh, shit. Oh, I think this is the right building.
She's out of breath.
I think this is his car. All right. Let's see how this goes. Hello. I'm looking for a mic. Does a mic work here?
Yeah.
Can I speak to him?
Sure. What's this about?
Are you Mike?
Yeah.
Can I step inside? It's cold. Sure. Thank you. Hi.
No, is this real? Because, if I'm Mike, I'm like, shut the door on her. Like, I don't got to let you in.
Yeah.
But I guess
she's smiling. She's coming in friendly. She's not coming in hot.
True, I understand.
And you can't just not let her in because she's African American.
Well, Dan, you don't have to let anybody in your private business.
Well, I understand that.
How you doing? Nice. So a couple days ago, you left a comment under somebody's comment section. Do you remember that by any chance?
Not really.
It was regarding Tennessee District 7. Yeah, well, John, you don't know me, I don't know you, but I was that person that you commented under. Yeah, it's crazy, right? Crazy world. But I just wanted you to know, you see how easy I found you? It's not cool, right?
No.
Is that threatening?
Yeah. Yeah, that's why you don't let her in your house.
Well, I'm just back to what I said. I would have closed the door.
Yeah, you're right.
Mike's not here today.
Yeah, so I'm going to give you the opportunity and apologize, or I'm going to show your wife the Grounded account I found.
Now, see
the grinder.
Yeah.
Oh, that's extortion.
I think it is.
That's extortion right there. She should go to jail for extortion. She just extorted him.
Now I'm wondering if a black man broke his heart.
On Grindr.
The Grounded account I found. How do you feel about that? Right. It's crazy world out here. So I did make this apology. In case, you don't have to. I understand it's hard, but all you have to do is read this nice little apology I wrote. Thank you. Go ahead.
Mike. Do apologize for my actions. And I see the consequences of my actions. And I will not do
Say it louder.
I will not do this to anyone else ever again.
Oh, good job, Mike. Thank you. I'll take that back from you. Yeah, I need that for other people. It was really nice meeting you. And
need that for other people.
Is it real? Is it real?
I don't know. That's a lot to go through with a fake post.
Well, yeah. Now all her accounts are private.
What do you mean?
Like all her accounts are all private now on TikTok and Instagram.
So she's locked them all down.
Yeah,
I'm sure people are upset.
Yeah.
For someone to come.
Now here's the thing. Secondly, Dan,
like that
is extortion. Like that's extortion to the letter. And secondly, like it better be real. Like if she's making up the fact that he has a Grindr account, that's a problem too. Like, he better really have a Grindr account. First of all, I don't know. And secondly, do we even know that that's really Mike? Like, I mean, how easily could have that been staged? You never saw the guy. She could have just had her best friend play Mike, right?
Yeah.
It was highly edited. You could see the edits in it. And so, like...
And now it's national news.
And now it's national news calling out a dude that, obviously wrote some inappropriate messages on her comment section. Now she's got her stuff locked up. It's very much extortion-y. It feels very extortion-y. And, you're making some huge allegations. Putting a Grindr account on a guy is not necessarily, unless he has one. Now, if he's got one, that's fine. You can say, I found your Grindr report. You better have it typed. You better have a proof that indeed he has one. But I don't know. To me, I mean, I'm more importantly, like, is it real? It just seems like the guy laid down to. I don't know. What's your opinion on it? Lummy, what's your opinion on it?
I'm trying to see if it's fake or not, and I'm having trouble finding out if it's actually a real story since it's all been blocked now. Because a lot of people are saying that it was set up.
Right. It felt to me set up. Because it felt to me set up.
Because they said if it was a real thing, that they would have probably showed the person Mike.
Right.
Just to show that it was a person named Mike.
And she would have said, maybe had the Grindr account printed out.
Yeah.
And shown him. And you could have even have blurred the camera so they can't see his personal information, but had the Grindr account printed out. To me, it feels very fakey.
And by the way,
I'm not validating what Mike said to her, the real Mike. I just don't know if that's the real Mike or not. Dan, what's that?
If there ever was a real Mike. But Bubba, you're a tough guy. And if you were about to go confront someone like that, would you be that calm?
I could be.
Dude, you'd be all jacked up. You'd be worked.
You'd be
worked. You'd be sweating. Your mouth would be dry.
No.
You'd be anxious. Come on.
I could be that nice.
You're telling me you had this big caper. You're going to go to.
Oh, I've had big capers, Dan.
You're going to go up to someone like this. You're going to go up to a person and extort them with threatening to put them on Grindr and all that other stuff. And you're not going to have a dry mouth and be nervous.
Dan, I can't be extorted. I can only be extorted. Meaning I can't ever, if I was ever to extort somebody, please, I'd be locked up so fast it's pathetic. But people can extort and embezzle from me, and it's not a problem. We know that to be factual, don't we?
Yes.
I don't make a good victim. I don't make a good victim. In fact, never in my career of having people wronged me, and I'm not saying that I'm a perfect angel and I haven't wronged others, but there's been at least 3, maybe 4 incidences, major incidences. Hell, Video Killed the Radio Star is the largest incidence of all. In the fact you can do pretty much what you want to me. You're not going to face any charges. Calta can smash my girlfriend right in the face. Oh, who's her boyfriend? Bubba the Love Sponge. Oh, we're going to tell her that she's lucky Calta didn't, press charges on her for asking a question in public and then trying to get her phone back. Dan, the Bubba effect. It's absolutely ridiculous.
Oh, I understand.
Hello. Hell, you and I just went through a situation. Real. Hello.
Hey, Bubba. Going on the Marjorie Taylor Greene thing, a week or two ago, Crowder played like a 30-minute clip of her flip-flopping her positions on literally everything since she's been office, including Epstein like 4 times. Oh, I want it released. No, we need to protect everybody. Oh, I want it released. No, let's not do that. All right, now I'm back to let's release it. So she's saying like, oh, I'm trying to protect 14-year-olds and this and that. Like, you can YouTube where she's flip-flopped on everything.
I don't think it really. I don't think it really matters. This thing's coming. Here's what really matters: is that are the American public really going to get all of it, or not?
I honestly don't think there's a lot there. I mean, nobody's just sitting around with a book full of names, like they're saying.
I think there is a lot there, and that's what's causing the issue. And I don't know how much we're all going to really get, to be honest with you.
But Bubba, what do we know so far, though, Bubba? We know that Prince, Andrews?
Appreciate your call, my friend.
Prince Andrews was there. What's happened to him? Nothing. We know Clinton was there a million times. What happened to him? Nothing.
What do you mean? Hold on. Prince Andrew got disowned by the royal family.
Okay.
He's got his castle taken away. He got all of his royal privileges taken away.
Is he in jail for raping underage women?
No.
Okay, then that's not enough.
Because it's not. Because it happened in America. And I don't know why we don't extradite him back here and make him answer questions. Maybe they're afraid that, one of the reasons they don't release these files is because there's a whole bunch of Prince Andrews out there, and it's going to cause an absolute crap storm of having to extradite these people back.
But what about the people in America? It went from Bill Gates to Bill Clinton to even Trump. Why is it all not looked at more closely? We don't care. No one's doing anything to anyone about this. It's done.
We've
got our two scapegoats, Geisley
We do care. We do care. It's just that we don't know what we don't know. We don't know what's going to. We don't know that if the real report that we ever get is really the real report that we ever get. I mean, there's a news article in front of me right now. Releasing the Epstein files could jeopardize my appeal, claims Jazine Maxwell. A court filing from her lawyers argues releasing the documents would prejudice her chances on a fair retrial should her request for one succeed. So, I mean, like, I don't know that we're ever going to get the real report. I don't think Trump did anything inappropriate. I don't think that he really, listen, with regards to Epstein, in my opinion, you could have been a friend with him. You could have maybe even done business with him. You could have flown on his plane. You could have gone to New Mexico. You could have, as long as you didn't participate in anything illicit involving, underage children or even of age women, but non-consensual. As long as you didn't do that, I don't care how many times you had lunch with them. I don't care how many times you flew on the plane with them. I don't care. I don't care if Clinton did it. They said he's flown on the plane 26 times. I don't care. The only thing that we care about are those that were inappropriate to either obviously minor women, kids, groomed, sex trafficking, and or of age prostitution that they didn't want to be there. They were forced or trafficked there. If you're not part of that part of this Epstein file, I don't have any. What's to hide? Just let's get to that part, though. We do know that there is some of that in this, or Dan, we wouldn't have 31 of the victims with pictures of themselves when they were in 8th grade, standing outside the Capitol steps saying this report needs to come out. So we know that sort of stuff is in this report. So let's get it out.
I agree. Let's get the report out. I mean, and why aren't these 30 victims just identifying 6 names each and then go after those people? I mean, if you're a victim, you know who was there. There's a limited number of people it could possibly have been. The people that allegedly were on the plane and went to the island are all relatively well-known people. It wouldn't be difficult to pick them out of a picture of 3 people like, oh, this is Bill Gates. Yeah, I remember him. The guy with the skinny neck. Okay. And so I don't know why these victims, if they're victims and they can stay anonymous, name the assailants.
And a lot of these women are not anonymous. They're like, my name is Peggy McGillicuddy, and here's what I looked like in 8th grade, and I was trafficked by
Joe Schmo, Bill Elliott, and John Smith.
Don't put Bill Elliott, the great NASCAR driver.
Oh, it was Bill Elliott. I'm sorry.
Dawsonville, great.
Jesus, awesome Bill from Dawsonville.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I just made up a name. I'm sorry. Sorry.
You made up a Legends name, Dan.
Want to listen to the show on demand and on the go? Enlist today at BubbaArmyHQ.com. Sign up and start listening. The Bubba the Love Sponge Show will be back after this.
And Dan, they got 1,000. They've spent $850,000 in overtime for 1,000 people that are scrubbing these files.
That's a lot, but I mean, we gave like what $100 billion to Ukraine, and there's none of our equipment's there anymore.
Where's it at?
They don't know. Lost in battle. You're just going to show up somewhere else. Sold. And is Zelensky really buying property in America? His country's falling apart with war and he's buying properties in America?
What happened? Is he buying the lot next to Gene?
Yeah. No, next to Don.
Is he?
Next to Gene.
You see. Did Zelensky buy ranches in Wyoming for $79 million?
Is that what they're saying?
Yeah.
Say it again?
It says, did Zelensky buy Pathfinder ranches in Wyoming for $79 million?
He should have two nickels to rub together.
Bubba. It says the claim is false.
Says what?
It says the claim is false.
What claim?
Zelensky buying land in the U.S. of A.
It's false.
That's what this one says. I don't know.
Yeah, I didn't even.
But I don't want to.
That's why we're not hearing about it.
But I don't want to, I mean, it could be true. It's just this website. What the fuck? I mean.
No, it's not true.
What does the Times Now New knows? My landlord Zelensky. I'm 5 days late. That motherfucker doesn't care. If it's 10 pounds, 10 inches, or 10 years, it's not real. That should go on a shirt. That's a damn quotable.
Paid out?
Yeah, I didn't want to say that because I'm not 100% sure. I know he knows one of the people that did. They were there.
Mm-hmm.
They were, touched.
Ilhan Omar's worth $30 million.
She has a big time salary.
She married a rich guy. After her cousin.
What's up, Mr. Kostika?
What'd you do?
If it was 6 degrees in Wisconsin, what is the temperature in Indiana?
It's cold.
painful shit, man. Some guy was wearing bear paws yesterday at the game. It was so cold.
Bear paws?
Bear paws.
Whoa.
Like legit bear paws with like nails at the end and shit.
Like you cut them off? Like...
Yeah.
The Bubba the Love Sponge Show, listener supported via PayPal, Venmo, and Cash App, all at the Bubba Army, now returns.
It's the Bubba the Love Sponge Show. 3 days with me and then 2 days with Seth Kushner as your host, Thursday and Friday, as I head to Indiana.
You getting married this time?
Yeah, we're getting married.
Nice.
I don't know. You've been kind of quiet about what's going on up there.
Yeah, quiet. Let me. Are you seeing that they're trying to? Are they trying to kick out Christine Noem?
That's the rumors.
For the Department of Homeland. What is she? A Department of Homeland Security head?
Yeah, the head of it.
She's in Tampa today.
Is she?
Yeah, she's talking to TSA employees.
What did she do so badly that they're trying to kick her out?
I was getting ready to say, like, what has
new reports suggest
what has Christine Noem done so horribly that it's pissed off the Donald, and he may throw her out?
Should make a TikTok video with Marjorie Taylor Greene or something?
A new report suggests that Homeland Security Secretary Kristi Noem may be leaving the Trump administration soon. Rumors have been swirling for weeks about her potential exit, especially amid frustration from top White House officials. Insiders say President Trump is considering replacement, possibly due to issues surrounding Noem's top advisor and her diminishing role. However, sources caution the situation remains fluid, and any final decision could depend on Trump's changing priorities.
Two things.
A new report suggests that Homeland Security Secretary...
Go ahead, give me the two.
Number one, so this is all rumor, fake news, maybe made out of nothing, BS. Secondly, she is pretty, isn't she?
She is. She's the yes, she is. I don't know what she looks. I don't know what she looks like when she first gets up in the morning.
Yeah, but none of us look great.
Would you like to meet her surgeon, Dan?
But Dan,
would you like to meet her surgeon?
You know the surgeon I would love for you to meet? Because if you could literally turn it into a marketing piece for all the affluent women over 50 in Tampa. They would be there would be a line out the door like the old 12 boobs of Christmas deal. You'd actually probably have to quit the show if you could find out who Jennifer Aniston's plastic surgeon is in probably, I'm assuming, Beverly Hills or
There's two people, Jennifer Aniston and also the old Kardashian mom.
Yeah, Kris Jenner.
Kris Jenner, yeah.
Yes,
she looks great.
If you could find out
better than
if you could find out who
other half
their doctors are and take them to lunch, because you doctors have
we watch each other operate sometimes.
Well, not only that, but you have respect for a guy. So you could call a guy in Beverly Hills and say, "Hey, this is Dr. Dan Diaco, and from Tampa, Florida, and here's blah 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 blah." And I went to medical school here, and I'm also a lawyer. And I'm going to be honest with you, I admire your work. I don't know if I've ever met you at a convention or anything like that, but could I? I'm obviously in Tampa, Florida, and I pose zero risk with regards to clients. I'm about as far away from Beverly Hills as you can get.
Mm-hmm.
And can I sit in on or can you talk to me about what you're doing? Doctors speak, but if you could find out, because Jennifer Aniston, I think the morning show now on Apple TV is officially over. But if you could find me a piece or a clip from. And her most recent work that she's done would have been the morning show on Apple TV. If you could just find me a clip of Jennifer Aniston on this year's morning show.
I sent you Gnome pre and post surgery. If Dan wanted to see.
I'd love to see it.
Oh, we have that?
I just IM'd it to you. A couple pictures.
Speaking of Apple TV, have you seen?
That's Gnome. Ooh,
she was pretty before.
Yeah, but
she just aged differently. Her cheeks have been pulled up a little too high.
Hairstyle?
I don't think.
I hate the hair on the left.
Me too.
Absolutely. I like the hair on the right.
But it's probably full of extensions.
Yeah, but everyone is these days.
Yeah. There's a lot of things.
I mean, it's like hating a girl with a boob job. Oh, she's got a boob job. Well, but her boobs look great. You know, I mean, I hate her hair extensions, but her hair looks great.
Yeah, but I mean, here's the deal, man. Most of these women don't realize is their natural hair is good enough. Like, but their but their natural boobs probably are not.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. Like, there's a bigger disparagement between having not good boobs and, most women, if they use the right shampoo and conditioner and have a good hairstylist, their stock hair is probably good enough to be pretty damn good.
Most guys don't care if girls' hair is down to their butt. They don't really need the extra 6 or 8 inches they're trying to get.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? We don't care. Just like that guy that got the calf implants on MTV. No chick cares about your calves.
Let me show you this. Like, let's say that her hair extensions are this right here, okay? These two, which is probably it. Okay, so
the stuff at the bottom's fake.
This little bit and this little bit that she has going down towards her breasts, that doesn't really do much for me.
I don't care about it.
I don't care about it. Like, if her hair stopped right here,
I'd be okay.
Perfect. But
would you mount a bald bitch?
Well, I mean, in some circumstances, maybe.
Okay.
But Dan, so that's fine. But if she had 34 A's and she could have 34 full C's, that's a big difference.
Yes.
Big difference.
Yes.
So
I agree 100%, Bubba.
I get a little frustrated at this hair extension game. Because, like, if you're with them romantically and you go to feel the back of their head and it feels like, it
feels like the laces on a baseball glove?
Yeah, exactly. And then they're always real conscious about, be careful with my hair. Be like, I am so anti-hair extension.
I'm with you on that, Bubba.
I am I
don't care about the hair length.
Right.
I mean, I really don't want to date a chick with, a Q-tip like the left side picture you showed a second ago.
But your stock hair is probably okay.
But normal hair is okay.
Right.
Normal hair is just fine.
Did you find anything for me?
I was going to send you the trailer for this season.
Yeah, send it to me.
Okay.
If you could please.
There's another Apple TV show that's good. Have you seen Pluribus?
Seen what?
Pluribus, like E pluribus unum.
Is that from the creator of Breaking Bad?
Yep,
I've heard about that. Yeah,
it's a good show. There's only like 6 episodes.
What's it called?
Pluribus, Pluribus, Pluribus. It's on Apple TV.
Will you text it to me?
Sure.
We have to stay together on this.
I need to have a say in the future of this place.
I have to do what's best.
Now, how old? Look for me as to how old Jennifer Aniston is.
All right.
I think she's 60.
Yeah, she's close. She's late 50s if she's not 60.
56.
Look,
wow.
Look.
Jay's here.
I got Jay up.
56.
Yep.
56.
Yep.
Dan, look at her.
I agree, Bubba. She looks fantastic.
I mean,
she's also taking really good care of herself. She's looked good the whole way through.
We have to.
Now, Dan, that's a close-up. So you can now start kind of maybe walking us through the process as to what you think. Now, she's 50, what, Dan? 56?
56.
50?
Greek, which starts off good. She's got good genes. She's Greek.
Yeah,
that makes a big difference.
Ask Jimmy Clevis.
Mm-hmm. He's not aging. He looks good.
Well, Jimmy's not aging because he's also got a $50,000 some kind of laser machine that he sleeps
Tesla
under.
Laser.
Yeah, I mean, Jimmy's got every anti-aging, stuff known to man.
But so here's a secret to a lot of women, and that is if you start when you're 20 and you do everything for those 30 years, you're going to look better.
I mean everything.
That means every peel, every facial, everything that you could possibly do, the Botox, the gentle filler, not overdoing it. She doesn't have stupid looking lips, but she does have filler in her cheeks. There's no question.
You cannot, so if you were to look at Jennifer Aniston, 56, that's a pretty close That's a pretty close up to her.
That's a fair picture to evaluate her with.
Right.
Yes,
and so
I agree.
what do she may not want you to go to pick her apart, but I'm not picking her apart in a bad way. We're just kind of fundamentally going through what I have a professional plastic surgeon of 25 plus years. What do you think, Dan, in your personal opinion, she's had done?
I think she's
and by the way, had done absolutely brilliantly.
Yeah, I think she had a conservative facelift. I think she had a brow lift. I question whether or not her upper eyelids were done because she has some skin there still. She probably had a little fat in her lower lid. She's been resurfaced. She's had very little done to her neck because you can see she's got a little hint of a platysmal band right there in the middle of her neck.
Right here?
See those two guys? Yeah, there's one there and then one to the right of that a little bit, Bubba. Yeah, right there. Those guys.
Okay.
Those are the shadows showing a little bit of age. So she did not have a platysmoplasty. So she's had a very limited facelift if she had a facelift.
So, one, this probably comes from, first and foremost, having great genes. Two, staying on it all through her 30s and 40s. And staying on it, meaning chemical peels, laser stuffs, and things like that. And then 3, you have to also put the skill set of her plastic surgeon not to go too much, to know, the subtleties instead of making her look like a clown. That's also in play here as well.
Yes.
So can you imagine? I mean, just like I think, Jay, there was a time when she had the it haircut. And women would literally go into their hair salon and say, "Give me the Jennifer Aniston."
Yeah, the Friends cut.
Yeah, when she broke out with the Friends cut. Dan, I wish you could find out exactly what she's had done from her surgeon.
It'd be impossible to find that truly.
And I know it would be.
Do you see those little hair extensions she's got?
I know. Yeah. She's got, and they walk in and you would be able to advertise, "Come get the Jennifer Aniston, makeover or facelift or whatever you would call it." That would only be if you could potentially, I guess it'd be a HIPAA law violation if her doctor told you exactly what he did. But
is she a little nipply here, or am I just staring too hard?
Yeah, she's nipply.
Okay.
Oh, she is? Nice.
Yeah, that right
question everything that we see and
oh yeah, over here.
You got the closed caption cover.
I see it on the left too.
we hear now more than ever. There was a cover-up.
She looks amazing too.
Reese
Witherspoon looks amazing.
She's a step down, Jay, but she looks amazing.
Look at her face.
She's 10 years younger.
Yeah, she's 10.
50.
She's 49.
Okay, how close am I? I was 1 year off of birth.
I need some dirt.
She's very pretty for 56.
Oh my God!
And the thing about Danny is he doesn't have to know what this doctor did because Danny would do something very similar, which is not overdo it. And so
Dan,
when he's talking about the restraint of not dealing with her bands and doing
how many times, Dan, have you had to tell a woman she wants those big old duck lip coffee coolers, and you're like, "Listen, Mrs. McGillicuddy from Carrollwood, I just am not gonna make your lips that big. I'm just not gonna."
I have to say no every day to people.
You're gonna have to go somewhere else.
Either it's size of the implant, it's the appropriateness of doing liposuction on someone that's a little bit too big, or it's putting too much filler in their lips, or I have to say no almost every single day.
Dan, do you agree that the people that look weird, their doctors probably just aren't able to say no? They just keep going and going and going.
Mm-hmm. Well, the problem is that sometimes a patient of mine I'll say no to, then they'll go to some other bozo that does what I told them not to do. They come to my office because they're still following up for the breasts, and their lips look like they just got off a Ringling Brothers and Barnum and Bailey circus train.
Now, Dan, any chisel work here? We're getting really close here on that.
You can see, look at the very bottom of her jaw. You can see that little platysmal band right there. Just that white line right there. You saw it, Bub. You see exactly what I'm talking about. So she's had a little work, but not a ton of work.
Right.
And that's why she looks good, because she didn't need a ton of work.
Right.
She shouldn't look 30.
Right. So anyway, she looks great.
Mm-hmm.
Good show.
Oh my God! It's 4 seasons now. You'd have to.
I've heard a lot of good things about it. I just haven't had Apple TV in a long time.
Do you know what it really is? It starts out season 1 as completely what happened factually too. Like they factually told the Matt Lauer story. That's how it started. This started out as Remember Matt Lauer, Seth, and he had a little button underneath his desk where he could lock the door if he got a girl in there, and he sexually molested like 3 or 4 interns and a couple of the hosts when he was the main host of Good Morning America or
the Today Show?
The Today Show, and he was at one time the $25 million man, where he was the highest paid news anchor in television, and he was the franchise of the Today Show, but he was a sexual predator and used his position of power and to sexually molest and do things to several women. I don't know if was it NBC?
Yeah, it was NBC.
I don't know if it's allegedly or not.
I know his wife left him.
But Seth, it starts out, season 1 is completely that. And Steve, who's the guy from The Office? Steve
Carell?
Steve Carell plays Matt Lauer. And so Steve Carell is Matt Lauer, and Jennifer Aniston would be like the equivalent to like the Katie Couric or whatever Matt Lauer's most famous
Katie Couric.
Co-host is. And that's how this starts out. Season 1 is that in itself, as far as like telling the Matt Lauer story. And then it morphs into season 2, 3, and 4, life after Matt Lauer, as Jennifer Aniston becomes the big slinging D. And then they have a guy that kind of is kind of like an Elon Musk. And that ends up being Jennifer Aniston's boyfriend for a little bit. He's a big tech guy and has a rocket ship and sends journalists into space. So it's very much, they take kind of, Seth, that what's going on in our society and infuse it into the show. There's a big COVID. I think season 2 is all about COVID, and so it kind of reflects a little bit of what's going on in our life, but in what it takes to produce a morning show on a major network. That's what it's all about, and it starts out telling you the Matt Lauer story, including all the sexual inappropriate stuff he did and why he got fired. And it was at a convention in Vegas that he had one of these weather intern girls come over to and he raped her like 2 or 3 times. Like it's.
Yeah, he did get accused of rape. He does say that it's false, but. And there was actually just a story put out about him that they're saying that he's trying to get back in the media.
Trying to make a resurgence or a renaissance.
Yeah, I don't know that's ever going to happen.
It says in this article that it'll never happen.
He's almost as blackballed as much as me. I'm the Matt Lauer of radio, without sexually touching anybody. I let somebody else sexually touch my wife.
Yeah, there was sex involved.
Yeah, there was sex involved, but not by me. Yeah. Hello. You've been holding on for a long time. So you're on the air. Go ahead. What an idiot.
A guy like you.
Yeah. Hello.
Back in the day, but
hello.
I just got away from it. Yeah. Are you there?
Yeah.
Yeah. I used to follow NASCAR quite a bit, like you guys did back in the day, but I just got away from it. But getting back to the Chargers, the Chargers, I think you're a little bit mixed up from last week on the Chargers. So the Chargers were given out to the established teams back in the day that were grandfathered in.
Yeah, I was wrong in the fact that the charters were originally sold to the teams for $5 million a charter back in the day. That I was wrong about that. I thought it was a much higher number, but it wasn't. It was $5 million per charter given out to the people that had supported the sport the longest.
Okay. Yep. So get back on that. You're right. And I don't think is the Cup Series. Do they actually do crate motors? I thought it was just the trucks and
no. The
switch to it too.
The motors are either Toyota, Chevy, or Ford sends you your motors, and you use them. You can use them up to 3 times. After every time they put a different colored sealed system on them. And on the 3rd time that you've used it, then you send it back to the factory and they have to rebuild it. It's completely sealed. You cannot tinker with that motor in any way, shape, or form.
So like a crate.
Yeah. So it's not a crate motor per se. I mean, it is a crate motor.
It's a standardized motor.
It's a sealed motor that's sent to you from the factory. And, Roger Penske and Joe Gibbs and these guys no longer have motor programs. They don't build their own. Their motors are sent to them from the manufacturer.
Yeah, and I know a lot of it was to save the teams from themselves as far as cost. But I think they just went too far. Like it started out, with the body and then one part and this part. No, like you said, all of it is.
It's all a kit. It's literally a kit. Yep. And you tell NASCAR whether you're a Toyota, Ford, or Chevy team, so they can send you the right front end. But everything outside of that grill, and that grill has been aero done, so they've put them all in the wind tunnel, so they got the same aero, like they react the same way in aero. They just have a different emblem and a different configuration to try to match the Mustang, the Camry, what I think the Camry, and then maybe the Camaro. But other than that, everything else is, except for your front, your front grill, everything else is the same.
Yeah. And getting back to that guy that's got the mother that's getting scammed, we got a family member that claims for the last 2 or 3 years he's been buying Bitcoin through like some broker guy, and we don't know if he's got any paperwork. He's probably close to $1 million deep, which if it's true and legit, he's probably like a 10 or 20, 30 millionaire, but we don't think it's really the case.
What do you think? Is that person that you speak of in your family capable or financially fluid enough to be able to have given $1 million, to somebody? Do they have that kind of money?
They started out that way. Now he kind of ran out. He's in his close to his 70s, and he's got his house mortgaged 2-3 times. And he started out with 2-3 houses and probably $1 million or so in the bank, and now we think it's all gone. They've called the bank, and the bank tried to do whatever they can legally, but they can't, and he just won't. He won't show any proof. And I mean, I got Robinhood and Coinbase like you guys used to, or you.
I mean, I think anybody. I think listen, a lot of people may not want you to know their holdings, and they keep it secret. And I'm sure Jay doesn't want to really disclose his portfolio at this particular time. But family, if Arlene was claiming to have, 1 million Bitcoin, Jay, you and your brothers would step in and certainly know as to whether that's real or not.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Right. So, he just keeps telling everybody when he's ready to sell, everybody's going to be millionaires.
Right.
We don't think he has any proof of doing it, and I just keep telling everybody, well, there's a way you can do it on your own through your phone. You don't need to go through a broker guy, you know?
So, anyway, chances are he's going to die a broke person, and don't count on anything from him, my friend.
Yeah, I know. I got to keep trucking, so.
All right, man. Good talking. Right. Good talking to you. Thanks.
All right. Yep.
Bye now. I knew this story. I'll go into this one. A little bit of a fun situation before.
Oh my God!
Have you guys seen this?
No, but I see where it's.
Yes.
So this is a guy that lives his life as a baby. Like he thinks he's a baby. Like that's his fetish. Like that's his jam. That's his deal. And he has got a caretaker who, well, it pretty much explains it here.
The bars signify safety, and it's something babies have when they grow up. They know that their bed is safe.
Good boy. Are you ready for your nap, Stanley?
No.
Aww.
No.
What if I read you a really fun story first? We can cuddle up.
See, here's the bad thing about it. Probably back in the day, there were a few of these people in the world, but they had no way of publicizing it or getting any type of fame or even monetizing it. And now the ability to have a platform for other people to see your fetish or your weirdness,
a mental health disorder,
exactly, and which breeds platforms, and the ability for people to see your weirdness breeds more weirdness.
Oh, okay.
Even though Stanley's 31, he still hasn't learned how to sleep alone. His girlfriend, Evdatni, handles pretty much everything for him. To Stanley, life is one big baby mode. He likes acting like a 2-year-old, old enough to grab things, old enough to ask for whatever he wants. Most 2-year-olds don't use bottles anymore, but Stanley's nowhere near giving his up. His favorite moment of the day is sitting in his chair eating baby food. He never feeds himself. Evdatni has to spoon feed him, and he wiggles around whenever he gets excited. She even changes his diapers. Their day is basically a mix of games and baby time, and it makes her feel like she married a...
You know, she might be as mentally ill as he is.
An enabler? Anybody?
She's actually not bad looking. And
if you take the weirdness away from her, she could be a cute girl.
Yes, and God bless him that he suckered some chick into wiping his butt and feeding him.
Yeah, but babies don't have
and
sex,
probably
so
supporting.
she probably doesn't do anything with the wiener.
He's probably got a teeny winky too.
Toddler, want to see what happens next? Hit follow. The next episode gets even crazier.
No, that's... And then finally, we've all been to the gym, and this guy here, this looks like to be. I don't think these are 45s. I think these are potentially 25s. And
they look bigger. They look probably 35s.
All right. Well, then if they're 45s,
35s.
No. But if they're 45s, it's 315.
Yeah. Right. But that's not 315.
So, and this guy to me, first of all, he has a dead man's grip. And you're not, I mean, that's when you're holding that kind of weight, you don't want a dead man's grip. And a dead man's grip is when you have the thumb that's not wrapped around the bar.
Which is the only way to work out, in my opinion.
And I sometimes will use a dead man's grip if I'm just like.
With a spotter?
No. If I just got, 135 on there and I'm just getting a little bit of a stretch, it's not going to slip out of my hands. I know it, but you start getting into where you're doing, 6 and 8 reps with some heavy weight, you got to have that thumb wrapped around that bar.
Look at his legs. He makes my legs look enormous.
I mean, he makes your legs look like you're a bodybuilder.
I'm Lou Ferrigno compared to that stick.
To me now, it looks like a couple things happened here. He unracks. First of all, he didn't have a spotter. Strike one.
Yep.
Secondly, he when he takes it off, I don't know if he loses wrist control and it loses it from there. But to me, it looks like he pretty much does it intentionally. Like it looks.
Is this hard to watch?
No.
Yeah.
Okay, I think
no, not Jay, not for you.
I don't think it'll be Jay.
You've seen Jay. Okay. I've seen some of the wrecks that you've had to try and that you've represented. Like that motorcycle wreck was disturbing, but it wasn't disturbing enough that we couldn't watch it.
No, it wasn't gory. It was disturbing.
This isn't. You know what? This is disturbing, not gory. Here we go. And this ends up killing him.
That was that first shot, did it?
Yep.
Wow.
Now, to me, if you look at it, and Macho Man, your mic's on in case because this is obviously right in your power alley. To me, it looks like he lets go of it. If you see the little jerk of hesitation when he first gets it off, right here.
I can see what the problem is. His left hand's not the same position as his right hand. His left hand was wrong. His right hand's perfect. His left hand's wrong.
But right there.
He tries to adjust.
But right
there.
He
tries to move it.
Watch.
Yep. Oh, he did, Danny.
He squeezed it right off.
He tried to move it in a little bit.
He tried to adjust his hands.
And I guess, Dan, it crushed his heart.
It probably, a precordial thump, it probably triggered an arrhythmia.
Now, Dan, let's say those, I don't know if they're 35s, what are they?
So that's 35 would be 105, 210 plus 45, 255.
255.
That's a lot of pounds. A lot of weight, no matter what.
And then maybe hollow 25s. I don't know. And that would be 150, 195.
Would you just collapse and that's it?
Yeah, right there. Now, Dan, so what has happened medically for, let's watch this again. Have you, at that point, is there a bone or ribs that protect your heart, or is your heart kind of out there on its own?
Well, your sternum and your ribs protect your heart, and so
behind your sternum and ribs is your heart.
Correct, right in the middle, just barely to the left, just like an inch to the left.
That's supposed to be your chest protector, so to speak.
Yes, and if you smack it that hard, one of two things could have happened. He could have either gone into an arrhythmia, which is very likely when you get a quick impact to your chest, which happens sometimes in football. People go into an arrhythmia with a Death Star shot to the sternum.
Which is an irregular heartbeat.
Right, yeah. Which is a irregular heartbeat that can cause you to faint in about 8 seconds, like this guy did.
Right.
The other argument is that this could have, if he had some atherosclerosis, created what's called an aortic dissection, where you have a little bit of a defect in your aorta, and this trauma causes your aorta to kind of like split in half, where part of it goes inside, part of it goes outside, and so your blood just kind of gets stuck.
I'll tell you
that would also take about 6 seconds to drop you.
That hottie in front of me is what's got me flapped up. So Dan, you're saying, and on either two of the situations, it takes about 6 to 8 seconds for you to finally
drop,
collapse like a sack of potatoes, and that's exactly what happened here. Watch, ready? Boom, incident. That's it. If you look it down here, Jay, that's at 2. Mm-hmm. Okay, and then from the time that he falls down, right now, that's at 11. That's exactly 8 seconds.
And the way he was grabbing himself, I think he probably had an aortic injury.
Now that's
I don't think it was an arrhythmia.
That's far more barbaric than the cracking of the sternum causing AFib. The aorta separation is way more violent.
It would cause VFib, not AFib. AFib is that chronic thing when you have atrial fibrillation that doesn't kill you like this.
Right.
Ventricular fibrillation kills you because your blood stops moving. But you can get someone with VFib or VTAC back by putting them back into a good rhythm. If you have a dissection of aorta and you bleed and it kind of splits itself into two and part goes inside, part goes to the wall of the aorta, it's unsurvivable. You can't do anything in the field to save them.
I mean, that's kind of good about being fat. It just bounce off us. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we'll be good to go. That was a kill shot to me too.
Yeah. Oh man.
I haven't been to a gym in forever, but gyms require spotters.
This is why I don't go to gyms.
No, they don't.
They should. They don't.
They don't require.
Should they not?
They I mean, it's you're kind of on your own.
It's kind of a gentleman's sort of thing. Hey, give me a spot.
Yeah. And then finally, IU after beating Ohio State. Seth, did he solidify himself as the Heisman winner? You think the starting quarterback from IU, the Mendoza guy?
Dude, this guy. Yeah. I tweeted this. You don't have to watch this guy throw a pass to know that he's going to be special, man. This interview, this 30-second clip tells you a lot about this kid.
I want to give all the glory to God. We were never supposed to be in this position, but by the glory of God, the great coaches, great teammates.
5 for 23 for 222 yards.
15 for 23.
I'm sorry, 15 for 23, 222. And I think he ran for quite a bit, did he not?
Yeah.
Whoever we have around us, we were able to pull this off. Whoever thought the Hoosiers would be here, but now the Hoosiers are flipping champs. Let's go!
You guys call yourself a bunch of misfits who found the right home at Indiana. Why was this the right place for this group?
It's the right place for process-oriented. We're going day by day. Whether it's the offensive line, the defense, the coaches, special teams, we're all process-oriented to one goal. That's our thing, is we're brothers. We can drag teams into the deep end because we know that we're going to stick together and we're the strongest glue ever. I want to give all the glory to God. We were never supposed to be in this position. But
what a good dude.
Man, I'm fired up.
And he's only here because his parents wanted to do work that Americans wouldn't be willing to do.
What do you mean?
Fernando Mendoza?
He's a Cuban.
He's Cuban.
Oh, okay. I mean, his parents roll cigars.
Yeah. He doesn't have to, and they won't have to ever again. God bless him for doing well, but, I worry when a guy gives too much credit to Jesus that he gets blackballed by some teams because they're worried about the religious thing.
I think if he just kept he kept it light. He kept it light. He didn't, He just gave glory to God on the opening statement, and then he wrapped his, was all about his brothers and believing in.
I mean, how could you not believe in God if you're playing for Indiana and you're number one right now?
That does prove there's a higher being.
I think so. There's something going on.
So this is called the gayest deadlift ever. And I got to tell you something. I'm going to have to beep this.
It already wins.
Does this guy survive?
Yes, this guy survives, and I got to beep out. I got to beep out one word. He says "holy shiz," and I got to beep out the shiz. But as flamboyantly and as gay and flamboyant as this guy is, he is. What is that? 1, 2, 3, 4. What is that? 425.
Those are definitely 45s.
Yeah, those are 45s.
Four plates, Dan.
So it'd be 385.
Yeah. So, okay, and I don't know if he's got collars on or not.
I'm sorry, 405. 315 to 405.
405.
It's a lot for a deadlift.
That's a good deadlift.
For sure.
That's a good deadlift.
He's got to really squeeze his butt to get that up.
So watch this guy. It may be the gayest deadlift, but oh boy, he's got some strength.
Smelling salts?
Holy.
He's done that before, hasn't he?
And really, he's not that big. He's not that big. Hell yeah!
He levitated.
I mean, and not only that, but he's got some unbelievable leaps. Look at
his dismount was incredible.
I gotta watch it one more time before I go into words.
His pre-routine is amazing.
Boom!
Look at that dismount!
Boom!
Oh my God!
Boom! Hell yeah!
If you liked that segment, then you'll definitely like the new redesigned BubbaArmyHQ.com. We'll be back to the Bubba the Love Sponge show after this.
Now I gotta practice that with me.
Dude, that looked.
You out of here, Danny?
Yeah, I gotta go see
You gotta do one of those, Dan. That dismount is incredible.
There we go. Is this today? Yes. Okay. I got those pronouns for you. Sent me the pronoun.
What you got?
Those pronouns you sent me out.
Oh, yeah, thank you. Bubba, you see you got a commercial?
Oh, from Omaha Steaks or something?
Yeah.
God, how many scripts do they? It's the same shit.
Yeah, this is for the week, I think, that we're out. So they're probably, I don't know how much more there's going to be for the holidays.
Have somebody print it and I'll do it.
No, Lummy's got to print it.
Okay.
We got lunch today, Bubba, right?
Yeah, 11:30.
Yeah.
Right, 11:30?
Yep. Saturday, he went to the track, drove a little, watched some Formula One, and then flew down to Sebring for brunch.
Oh, nice.
That new plane is killer. He's loving it. That one video got 3.5 million views, Bubba.
Oh, did it really?
Yep. The one showing all the safety features.
Right.
The POV, people love that shit. Morning, everybody. Greg D2, what up? Dirt Merchant, how are you? Nick, Hippie Short Stroke.
Holy shit, Bubba, you're like on time today.
Yeah.
Everybody?
Isn't that nice?
It's weird. Hey, now the Hoosiers are flipping champs. Let's go!
Group of lips. Man, I wish I could do a dismount like that. That was like perfect form.
Are you gonna go home and practice it?
I am gonna practice it. What's up, Mrs. A. Watley?
Post status heartbeat 80 months.
Jeff Frierson, good morning. What's up, Xerxes? Holy Oak Jail. Right back at you, buddy. Merry Christmas to you. J-Law Bronco, good morning.
Yeah, I got that spam check too.
Yesterday was
It was
painful.
fake.
My football season went from amazing start to like.
Yeah. Pull the nose up at the end here.
Morning, you. I know. Yesterday was terrible for the division. It was just horrible.
It's gonna put it on the next 3 games, Carolina.
Yeah. What's up, Berto Perez?
The Falcons are playing bad, but
Pedro. Ghost of Profiles Past. Good morning. Merry Christmas to you. You know, I'm not sure, Josh. I've got a trial on January 26th and another one in February, so I think I'm going to be kind of busy for a minute. Snizuki wants to know, when are you going to get new knives for sale, Bubba, if ever?
Any day.
Any day,
Any day.
Snizuki Slayer.
Any day.
What's up, Attack of the Dog? Morning to you.
The Uber Eats guy hung Dan's smoothie up on the gate.
oh, that's nice.
Oh, he'll be getting a bad review.
Lucky he didn't get screamed at. Good morning, I hate you. If I make it out there, Josh, I'll let everyone know. I don't think so, Joe.
That's right.
Tough football season, Mr. Jay Watley.
Put the ball in.
Welcome to FenderWorks, a full-service auto body repair and refinishing company located in Clearwater, Florida. From minor door dings to full collisions, they do it all. All of their repairs come with a lifetime warranty and satisfaction guarantee. They will beat any written estimate and will not lose a job over price. It's their honesty and down-to-earth approach that has separated them from the rest. They'll literally go out of their way to satisfy their customers. Go see Adam now for a free estimate, 727-542-6420 or FenderWorks.com, or go see their FenderWorks Facebook page.
The Bubba the Love Sponge Show, listener supported via PayPal, Venmo, and Cash App. All at the Bubba Army now returns.
Dan out, JN. Let's say I'm at Publix. I don't know that Publix has this type of escalator system.
They have it at Hyde Park one.
Fantastic. I'm going to go shop there exclusively and wait for a worker to do this. And I'm going to have Jay on speed dial, and they're going to have to airlift me out of there. I'm going to be like permanently paralyzed. This is, here we go. It speaks for itself. So, yeah.
Whoa.
So if I'm that person, first of all, this person, it gets, so there's.
That's a real injury, period. That's a real injury, man.
Not only is it a real injury, Jay, but if it's happening at Publix, then it's a real
It's a real injury claim.
Yeah, hold on here. So this worker tries to take a shortcut by, I guess you're supposed to like have some kind of strap or something to strap all these together so that they can't run wild. And he's trying to take these shopping carts down an escalator. And there's a woman at the very bottom of the escalator when these carts get away from this worker and mows her right on over. Bam, bam.
Oh my goodness.
I mean, like, look at it hits so much that it
did he even yell to her?
It knocks. Watch this one. It knocks her over the railing, right?
Yes.
Whoa. There, bam. So let me. If I'm right there,
you're down.
I'm falling down. I'm paralyzed. I can't feel my fingers. I can't feel my toes. And you need to Bayflight me out of here.
She's got a real injury. She probably has problems with her hips, her low back. I mean, she just got catapulted 15 yards.
See, Bubba, you wouldn't be getting up like that.
Look at her. She's already in pain.
Yeah, she's in pain. I'm not getting up. No.
Wow, look at that.
Yeah. Oh. I mean, yeah, she's in, like, sorry, ma'am, that happened. Here's a $50 gift card for the play sign right here.
Do you think that was his first day on the job?
I don't know.
It's his last.
It's
probably his last day.
Look, she's vision, and she's not even trying to be hurt. I'm trying to be hurt. Look, I
don't think she's got a choice in this matter. Those are multiple cards that weigh a lot of weight when she's just a little little woman.
So, tiny. Jay, if this is your case, you're bringing in an expert as to how much that cart weighs.
Oh, my God.
Times how many carts there were, times the inertia, and you're probably, doing a couple trial runs. You're probably doing all types of reenactment as to the G-force or the amount of pounds that she was hit by. Like you're just not going in there. You're doing all that dry data run if this is your case, isn't it?
Oh yeah, and let me tell you something about Publix. They're a family-owned company that will do the right thing. It's not like if this happened.
And then, by the way, this is not a Publix.
It's not.
No.
This is
a place like in Germany. Or something like
maybe Russia, huh?
Yeah. Okay, This is not a Publix because Publix would have some type of strap safety system.
There's a policy against it. You don't do, shopping carts down an escalator. That's no policy that's ever designed to make that safe. It's impossible to make that safe.
So I don't want to put Publix in a bad light because this is not a Publix.
No.
We were just saying, we were using, what the most established, most successful grocer here in Tampa would never happen.
They would never defend it.
This would never happen on their tab.
Nope.
Because they set precedents for safety, and they're a very good company.
They're basically the standard.
They are.
They're really
They really
company.
are the standard. But let's say whatever grocer this is, Jay, and this is your case. Whew, that'd be a nice one to have, wouldn't it?
Feel bad for her.
Like you said, some of the best cases are the worst outcomes.
That's correct.
Like you're like I'm in the medical mal, I'm in the personal injury, and unfortunately the best cases for me as a lawyer in my firm are really some of the most tragic things that happen in our life, unfortunately. Right? I mean, it's like
100%.
That's how's and I'm going to be very vague here because I don't want to talk out of turn. Have you gone to trial yet on the person that got hit at the mall?
No,
because I've seen that, and that one looks like a good one. I mean, that's very egregious and very is that headed to trial?
We'll see.
Right.
We'll see.
Now I think you were speaking during the hot mic. You got 2 trials coming up?
Yep, one in January and one in February.
Really big ones?
Yeah, good ones.
Really?
Yep.
Like Jay only eats 1 ham sandwich a day once?
Exactly. Lose 8 pounds during the trial.
Jay locks himself up. Is there a different vibe with your new firm than it? See, I liked when you guys were in the old Bank of America building, I liked that to an extent, but I kind of like your new spot better, and I could see where you could get more work done at your new spot.
I like the new spot. It's just different times. I like not going in the elevator. I love not parking in a parking garage. I've got one stoplight between my house and the office. Everyone gets to park at my building.
Your
it's
office is 3 times bigger.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh, yeah. It's great. I love it.
Here's Shador Lummy after the game. I will tell you this. You can say what you want about the guy, but they always are trying to trip him up with, having him second guess his coach. And do you ever notice that he never does? He never takes the bait. And so they're asking him, they pulled him out when they were going for 2. And they have this wildcat backfield package, which requires Shador to come out. A lot of people are speculating that was probably not the right call. And I think didn't Seth the guy fumbled the snap it was
a horrific play.
Yeah, it was a horrific play. And so the sports writers and stuff like that are trying to get Shador to comment on how do you feel about the coach taking you out during the 2-point conversion, and Shador doesn't bite on it.
I was thankful that I was driving down the field and we scored.
Did you wish you had the ball in your hand in that moment to tie the game?
If I'm out there any play, I would wish I would always have the ball in my hand, but that's not what football is. Sometimes you got to run the ball. Sometimes you got to kick a field goal. Everything. That's the game. That's the most important thing is the ball. So in any situation, of course you would want to, but I know we practiced something and we executed it in practice, and we just didn't seem to this day. So I would never go against, kind of like what the call was or anything. I was thankful that I was driving down the field.
Doesn't that show you all those people that were naysayers that thought he was going to go in and ruin a locker room? And look at that.
Well,
tempered.
I don't know necessarily that they were wrong. I think that he has had to adjust to. I think that he's had to, in my opinion, adjust to this.
But he's been humbled a bit.
I think so.
Maybe
Seth,
it's the best thing
would
for
you
him.
agree on that? Like this, getting picked where he got picked for the scuttlebutt that supposedly was surrounded him pre-draft. That it kind of maybe woke him up a little bit, and had he demonstrated this type of behavior prior, he might have had a better outcome in the draft.
Honestly, I feel like he's the same guy. I mean, I would imagine that this process would mature you and humble you a bit. But I mean, when he's out there playing, I mean, he's still throwing up the watch. He went after he threw a touchdown yesterday. Went to go find the Titans' best player, Jeff Simmons, and did the watch of it in his face. Like,
really?
The Titans mock, like, and it's not bad. It's like it's fine. Like it's all fun. But to me, he's still the same guy. Okay. Nothing's changed at all, other than maybe people's opinions of him, maybe on the field.
Right. Meaning that he's a better quarterback than most people figured. I mean, I
better
think,
than a 5th round quarterback.
Yeah, I think that
Fair.
Right. I think that's fair. And if he's better than the 3rd rounder that they picked, does that make him 3rd round quality at least? I
mean, at this point, it doesn't matter much. Where he was picked, because he's playing and he's producing. They're not necessarily winning games, but I don't think that's on him.
No.
I don't know. Look, Deshaun Watson's going to be back next year. It's really trying to figure out the Cleveland Browns, which is just a disastrous organization. It's really tough to pinpoint who their QB is going to be next year, because they are going to have a top 3 pick. But Shador is definitely showing that he deserves to at least be in the conversation.
Could they be showcasing Shador right now for trade bait? Meaning, like, showcasing his ability. He's far better than what his draft position was. I think he's far better than the 144th person taken on the draft. He put up 370 yesterday, 3 touchdowns, 1 running, 1 pick, and so
you just got to tell me where he goes. You just have to tell me what.
I don't know.
Who is Shador better than that's currently starting in the NFL?
I don't know. Other than, maybe.
And who is Shador better than that's coming out of college this year?
Well, probably a lot.
Is he better than the New Orleans quarterback? Because, I think yesterday was the best game of his career, but is he better than that guy?
I think he's
potentially, yeah. Potentially, yes.
Potentially, yeah. He's more of the standard pro type. He's got. You're going to get mad at me for saying this, but he's got a little Caleb Williams in him. Less the ability to scramble, but he has a good ball when he throws it. I don't know. I don't know. Like you said, when I said, are they using him for trade bait? And then you come back with, well, tell me who would be interested. And I couldn't give you an answer. So,
Kyler Murray's going to be available. Obviously he has a lot of money that comes with him, but it's just, who are these guys better than? I would imagine that Shador and Deshaun Watson will be on the roster next year.
Yeah. Now, and for what you're paying Deshaun, you got to start. He's already taken reps. You can see that. He's taken reps. It looks like he's fully recovered from his injury, but I don't think you put him out there this year, Seth, just to get smashed. You keep Shador in there for experience and playing time, and you come back next year with, Deshaun as your starter and Shador as your backup. Right?
I like that position if I'm a coach.
Yeah. Unfortunately, the head coach probably won't be there to make that decision.
No.
Now, does the general manager go too?
I don't know his standing with ownership. To me, it's an ownership issue, which is why they've been deplorable for so long.
Oh, it is, but that doesn't change. You know that. I mean, unless the league steps in and you've Daniel Snydered yourself. I don't know that the ownership from Cleveland have blackballed themselves necessarily from the league. They're just inept and they don't know what they're doing. But
I'd get rid of the GM. I think whether it was the owner or whatever that has you take 2 quarterbacks in one draft and have to deal with all that, then you trade Joe Flacco in your division for some odd reason. I definitely think that there's been malpractice on the Browns for quite some time.
And is the owner a dabbler? Is he a Jerry Jones dabbler? Supposedly, the Shedeur Sanders pick was directly on the owner. I mean, we're here. We heard that,
but
right?
To me, it's really hard to be so bad for so long. To me, it's really hard to have so many 3-win seasons, in a 10-year span. The Browns are really, really bad, and there's really no sign of them becoming good anytime soon.
With arguably one of the best players on the defensive side of the ball, and they're still that bad.
Well, sure. I mean, you're going to be saying that till the guy's 36 and he's wearing down. It's like, oh my God, this is the best defensive player.
But he is right now. What's his name? I'm sorry,
Myles Garrett.
Myles Garrett. I mean, arguably, he's in that conversation.
He's been great for
as the best defensive player in football. He's certainly on the Mount Rushmore of that right now. Now, how old is he? Is he 30? He said 30.
Yeah, he's 30.
He's 30. So his shelf life. He's on the backside of his shelf life. I mean, you're probably, can be that effective until you're 33, 34, 35. At that point, you start slowing down, but you're right. How long can a team suck for? And I think Cleveland, is there anybody off the top of your mind right now that can think NFL-wise of any team that's been, other than from 1976 to 2006, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers? Right? They sucked for a long time, and it took new management to come in.
Free agency
to come in and good coaching, and for the Bucs to be now 2-time Lombardi, 2-time world champions. I can't think of any other franchise off the top of my head that has sucked. And I think Cleveland's one of 4 franchises that have never made the Super Bowl. I think it's Detroit. It's Detroit, Cleveland,
Jacksonville,
and
the Texans.
And Jacksonville's good this year, and so are the Texans.
Some people are saying that he may get another year in the GM just because they just signed an extension. And their first 4 years weren't. They had 2 years where they made the playoffs, so they're saying that they may give him one more year.
Let's not forget, man. I think under this new this new owner, who made all of his money through Flying J and Flying J truck stops. That's where he made all of his money. But I think early on in his ownership tenure, he was so, not desperate, but so adamant about putting together such a great product that he brought in, after Mike Holmgren was done with the Packers, he went to Seattle. I think he took Seattle to a Super Bowl. I don't think they won, but I think he took Seattle to a Super Bowl, and then was somewhat retired, and Cleveland lured him away to be the president / the main dude of all football operations. And I think everybody would agree that Mike Holmgren certainly has been successful in the NFL. And Mike Holmgren lasted 2 years with the Browns. So to me, Seth, that tells me that the owner's kind of a dabbler. Listen, Mike Holmgren comes in and turns the Packers around. Does he not? Mike Holmgren comes in and turns the Packers in from the laughing stock, switches Don Majkowski with Brett Favre, and the rest is history, and they win a Super Bowl. Comes in and turns Seattle around. They didn't win a Super Bowl, but they went to the Super Bowl. That's that's pretty damn good. And then, goes to Cleveland and cannot make a difference. So at that point, it tells me that it might be ownership, that the owner's a dabbler. Much like Jerry Jones. Are the Cowboys ever going to be, championship quality? when you got the owner that is the GM? I mean, it's the only situation.
I think that Micah Parsons deal worked out for him.
You think so?
Yeah. They ended up getting Quinnen Williams, and they re-signed a couple of guys, so.
Well, they ended up getting Kenny Clark, and he's a pretty damn good defensive lineman, a real good defensive lineman. I don't know if he's hurt right now, or I haven't watched any Cowboy games. Has Kenny Clark made a difference at all on me? Has he been?
I believe he hasn't. I think he hasn't really been playing. I think he was hurt for a little bit.
Okay, but they got two number ones, right?
Yeah, they traded those for Quinnen Williams on the Jets.
Oh, they did.
Shouldn't they have won something back in the Romo days? I remember them being good and making it to playoffs and then just choking on the first playoff game or something. I mean, they were not a bad team for many seasons.
They haven't won anything since Dion was there.
But they had many chances.
Yeah.
They choked. So I don't know that it's a personnel decision. At some point, does it come down to the players, too? I mean, when the Romo days, they had a lot of good players, and they had a lot of big chokes.
No, it's Jerry Jones. I mean, his friendship with some of the players, like Ezekiel Elliott leads him to give, bad contracts out and things like that. So he's definitely a reason why they've been stuck in mediocrity for a while.
Who did they give the draft picks to for the guy from the
Jets?
Who was the guy from the Jets?
Quinnen Williams.
What's he play?
Defensive line.
And he's been lights out?
The Jets rejected Micah Parsons and a first-round pick for Quinnen Williams before the season.
And so Jerry Jones goes and gives Micah Parsons to the Packers, picks up two number ones, and then gets the Williams guy.
Yes.
That's probably a pretty good move, right?
Well, he wanted a big-time run stopper.
This really hits home to Seth. Seth probably his dream would be to have enough money to have a brick-and-mortar card store. I'm thinking that might be like one of your, that's on your bucket list / dream list to have a brick and mortar type card store.
It's not, but I could put it on there for you.
Yeah. So anyway, burglars steal rare cards worth thousands. Don't you think, man, that you would have, you're the various, if you're a brick and mortar card store, Seth, what your really, really, really valuable cards are. You know which ones are, $100 cards, which ones, and then which ones are really, really. And don't you think at the end of the night, rather than just to leave them in the display case and, think that you have a pretty good little security system, and then at night you would go and take those really, really, really rare ones and put them in a safe somewhere for an extra layer of protection,
Inside job.
Oh, is that what they're saying?
Maybe.
Goes into the store to.
Wait, hold on.
Goes behind here in the counters, and then one goes, smashes the back door. Matter of a couple minutes, they're in and out.
In and out several times, in fact, tipping over this display case at one point and loading 3 large bags with loot.
Vast majority, they were targeting Pokemon cards. They inadvertently did take some.
This is the owner of LA Sports Cards.
Oh.
Kayat Wynn. You guys thought I was going to say Nigel, didn't you?
Mm-hmm. No, because Dat Wynn, Yeah. That's how you know it.
Loot.
Vast majority, they were targeting Pokemon cards. They inadvertently did take some locked boxes from the back that had sports cards.
This Yamamoto rookie and some.
Oh, what's that worth, Seth? Right here. What's that worth?
What is that out of 10? I mean, that's probably in the thousands.
And some Mickey Mantle cards in particular, but also this gold signed Ronaldo and this red shirt worth tens of thousands of dollars alone. Total haul into the 6 figures.
And they were targeting liquid assets. Pokemon's so easy to sell these days that sealed product, everybody has it, so it wouldn't raise any suspicion if somebody were to sell something like these products. It's available anywhere.
Now, Seth, do we have these type of stores around here?
Yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, I don't know what to do. I mean, other than you. I mean, what do jewelry stores do? Do you take everything out at the end of the day?
I think the jewelry stores.
They put it in safes at night.
Yeah, at night they just take they have like a tray system where they literally. I know a guy who owns a jewelry store over in the off in like the Alderman Road, Palm Harbor area, and they got like a little cart that they at the end of the day that they go and put all the really, really, really high dollar stuff, and that goes into behind a big, huge door to even get into the room where the big walk-in safe is. So, like...
Yeah, I would... I would probably... bring everything home with me every single night. I don't know if I
get robbed on the side of the road.
I mean, I couldn't trust an alarm system or a camera to save me from.
But a safe.
Well, right, yeah, I guess yes. That's a possible.
Yeah.
That's a possibility.
So, Lummy, this is
your boy.
You know. I hate this kid. And is this Clyde Drexler?
No, Clyde Drexler.
I mean, Walt Frazier.
I mean, I'm sorry. Is this Walt Frazier?
Yeah.
That's who I meant.
Clyde the Glide.
So this is Walt Frazier, and I think, Lummy, that he's kind of like disgusted in the fact that this kid has become. I think Walt Frazier might have the same type of mindset about the Rizzler that I do. Now, Walt Frazier has come up with some children's books, and one of which is I think he has a coloring book coming out soon. But Walt Frazier does a series of children's books, and I don't know if that's why him and the Rizzler are talking. But
I mean, I'm sure the Riz is. I mean, anytime he goes to one of his hometown games, I'm sure he's not just going in and watching it. I'm sure he's getting picked off for media appearances all over the place.
Yeah. So. Here you go. I mean...
thanks for joining us this morning.
Yeah. This is how you do the wrist face. So put one eyebrow down like this, and then you raise one up, and then you suck in like this. Then you do this. And that's how you do the wrist face.
Do you think after he won his 2 national championships, he ever thought he'd be interviewing a little fat kid about his face?
No.
I mean...
Poor guy, man.
Us as a society...
Poor guy? What do you mean? He could be having a...
As us as a society, if we've made this so popular that this guy's a star...
Hall of Famer.
Did that happen just instinctively, or are you something you used to get in the front of the mirror and you used to practice?
See, even Walt's like, man, is that just like... I don't get it.
He's on the back, though. He has to follow it, man.
Yeah,
he cares.
Yeah.
Got to understand it.
Well, I think I practiced it like a little bit at school, but then I went home and then I did it. And then...
Yeah?
Yeah.
So you like being a celebrity, or what?
Yeah.
Oh, great. So did you see my book?
Yeah, it's really cool.
Yeah? Oh, thanks.
He's got a future as an adult baby.
I'm sorry.
I sent you a little longer interview if you really want to get into it.
Is there more?
It's like 3 minutes.
That 40 seconds is about as awkward as you could ever get. I love it. You like being a star?
Yeah. He's got a future as an adult baby.
Ask you 2 questions.
Hold on here. I don't think I can get. I don't think I can get it any bigger. I don't think I can make it any bigger.
Who's your favorite basketball player?
Brunson.
Brunson? Oh, that's a very good choice. What's your favorite part about basketball?
Obviously watching it, not playing it.
All basketball is like really cool, but I think the
dishing or swishing,
yeah,
block shots. Yeah.
Kid knows nothing about basketball.
How did being the oldest of 9 help you to become a basketball player?
That's a good question. I have 7 sisters, Rizzler. 7 sisters and 1 brother. I'm the oldest.
And we got a guy that's in the Hall of Fame.
Oh my God!
Of the National Basketball Association. This guy's a Hall of Famer.
He put some respect on the Rizzler's name with that one.
And he's being interviewed, or at least interviewing the Rizzler long form.
So it helped me with quick hands when the food came around. I used to get that food fast when they were feeding. But more than that,
when they told Walt, today you're going to be interviewing some fat kid that rubs his face, and it's called the Rizzler.
Hey, Walt's going to take it because that looks like an opportunity to promote his book, and I don't know who else he could get in there.
That's true.
Sharing and caring. You always hear me say that with the Knicks. Sharing, caring. When you grow up with that many kids, you got to be looking out for them and helping out and giving. And Patrick Ewing broke all of my records, except I'm still the leader in career assists for the New York Knicks.
Yeah.
No, Rizzler doesn't care.
Right.
2 guys talking to each other that don't give a damn what the other one's
what's an
saying.
assist?
I just want the Rizzler to go ahead and give us play-by-play as to what we are as Americans completely enamored with, and this is what's made him a celebrity.
Do you think it's a mistake to try to interview him seriously? I mean, if you want to use him, maybe you should showcase him in other ways.
Yeah,
like doing the Riz.
Just because it's the dumbest thing I've ever seen. I cannot wrap my head around.
Me either.
It's like almost like the pet rock. Remember
Yes.
when they painted a rock green and put it in a decorative box, and it was called the pet rock, and we went through this crazy phase in the late 70s that everybody had to have an effing pet rock? That's kind of what the Rizzler is. Like, I mean, there's just nothing talented or extraordinary about it.
Thanks for joining us this morning.
This is how you do the reverse face. So put one eyebrow down like this, and then you raise one up, and then you suck in like this. They do this. And that's how you do the reverse face.
Did that happen just instinctively, or are you something you...
Man.
You think he's had his first kiss yet?
Rizzler?
Yeah.
I'd hate to speculate what his celebrity fame, due to the fact that he's a child, due to what he has experienced. I wonder how much is he making any money on the deal?
He's worth a little over $1 million.
Well, I mean, I'm sure Hardee's had to cut him a good deal for.
yeah.
I mean, didn't he have a signature sandwich at Hardee's?
Sure does.
Well, let me do me a favor. I'm going to go into words. Can you give me all the? Yeah,
Why? Do you want to be angry?
No, I just want to know all the deals that the Rizzler has.
Are you going to start writing his sponsors to try to get him pulled?
So that I can know that I do not go to those places. Be like, dear Hardee's, are you that stupid that you couldn't find somebody, some athlete or somebody to lean into your new, I mean, Gronkowski. Gronk like cheeseburgers.
Gronk too expensive when you can have Rizzler.
If you want a deep dive into the Bubba the Love Sponge show from the past, go to BubbaArmyHQ.com. We'll be back after these words.
Arizona, the drink company Arizona.
Uber Eats, right?
And DoorDash.
Yeah, DoorDash.
Arizona Beverages, DoorDash, and Hardee's. And it looks like he's partnering with Nintendo. Who? Nintendo.
That's great.
Yeah, they tapped him as the new Donkey Kong.
I wonder what his autographed cards are going for.
Oh, he's an official promotional partner with Nintendo.
I can get you an out of 99 Rizzler for $89.
Does he have cards?
Yeah. Oh, the Arizona Iced Tea does have him on the bottle.
Yeah, it does. I tried to find him. They don't have him in Florida.
Send a picture to me. Let me.
Thank you, Steve. 33 more likes, everybody.
What a guy.
I was going to have you try the Arizona Iced Tea.
With the Rizzler face?
Yeah.
You could buy it on eBay, Lummy.
Yeah, that's a little much.
$12 a can.
Yeah, no thanks. Seth, who do you find more annoying, the Boom guys, the Costco guys, or Rizzler?
The who?
The Boom, the Costco guys, the dad and the kid.
That guy was trying to go viral for a while, man.
I mean, they're partnered with Rizzler.
Island Boys or Rizzler?
Rizzler.
The Island Boys are a bunch of douchebags.
Uh-huh.
What's up, Glenn Longnecker? How you doing, buddy?
I sent you the Arizona can.
So what did people think Notre Dame was going to do if they got in the tournament, since it has been since 1988 that they won a national title?
They were gonna go all the way.
They were going to go all the way?
Yep.
For the first time in 40?
Yep.
I guess.
Go all the way to the championship and lose.
It's tough to say they had a cupcake schedule when their schedule was the same as Miami pretty much, but they had no signature wins.
No.
I mean, I would have told you that Notre Dame would have gotten in the playoffs until the end of time, even if they only had 4 wins, just because of the money they bring in, but...
I thought they would have jumped Alabama with 3, because they would have brought the same amount of money as Alabama.
I know, they're just... Alabama's not going to win it all, but they're too good to not put in there.
Yeah, Alabama, Oklahoma rematch. I mean, they already played this year.
And also because Alabama beat Georgia, that
2-12, how you doing, buddy?
But then they lost to Oklahoma, Florida State.
Yeah. I honestly don't really diminish any SEC teams for losing to each other.
Yeah.
Especially the upper end guys.
Florida State turned down their bowl game that they were asked after going 5-7.
But if you're ACC or independent,
They turned it down. They don't get injured.
if you're not playing a Big Ten SEC schedule, then you're gonna have to win most of your games.
Yeah, that's what you got to do. That's why Duke's not in the championship at 7-5 with losses to UConn. Listen, you lose to UConn, you're done.
How about all the fucking coaching changes?
Yeah.
I'm an FF medic. I don't know what kind of COVID claim. I don't have any COVID claim experience and don't suspect that I would be helpful, but you're welcome to call my firm and I'm happy to talk to you, see what you got going on.
Signetti's the guy. He's rolling in it. He got a $90 million deal to stay. Lane Kiffin signing 5-star recruits, retaining coaches. He went from looking like a hostage to now he's fucking out there living his life like a free man.
Remember that one year he was in Tennessee 1 year and left for USC?
Yeah.
And like people in Tennessee literally were giving him death threats
They
and
hate
shit.
him, yeah.
Shield your home with storm-resistant siding from Morgan Exteriors. Take advantage of our special this month. Get 20% off your project plus free installation. Choose from high-performance vinyl or fiber cement siding. Built to stand up to Florida's toughest storms, heat, and humidity. Don't wait. Schedule your free consultation today to lock in your savings. Visit MorganExteriorsINC.com. That's MorganExteriorsINC.com. Morgan Exteriors, protecting Florida homes for over 30 years.
The Bubba the Love Sponge Show, listener supported via PayPal, Venmo, and Cash App, all at the Bubba Army, now returns.
We need 24 thumbs up to hit a G-ball. Come on, don't lay us out, my friends. Lummy has researched, and the Rizzler has 3. Now these are major corporations. He's got Hardee's. He's got Arizona Arizona, the
beverages,
the beverages, and then what, Nintendo?
Yes, and Nintendo, and DoorDash.
And DoorDash. Wait, you said Nintendo? Hold on here. Here we go.
He's got Nintendo now. He's the official promotion for Donkey Kong.
Oh my God.
That's got to be the biggest payday yet.
Look at this. This is the Arizona Beverage Company. We all know it. It's been around for a long time. And
he looks like the King of the Hill guy on there.
And to me, man, not that I am Johnny Health and Fitness, but is that all him? Is his shirt a special way, or is that fat?
What do you mean? What are you looking at?
I'm looking at the screen.
Gravity.
Like this. Like, I'm just saying, like,
he's a big kid, but he's a kid. He's got time to work that off, get that,
I mean, the more famous, is he getting the more famous, the more fatter?
No, the fatter he is, the richer he'll get.
Nah,
Jay, can I ask you a question? And this, of course, the haters will spin it as Bubba's jealous of the Rizzler. What's to be jealous of? The kid's killing it. I'll never be able to compete with that. I'm never in my highest moment of fame and fortune was I this highly sought after and had these type of deals. So there's nothing
That's not true.
There's nothing that I'm jealous of, but I just cannot rack my brain around a fat kid that scratches his chin and like that. Are you being nearly the same age as me? Does that not rack? Is it tough for you to comprehend that we've made this guy a star for that ability, skill set? Like, and not like the guy can go out and shoot 3-pointers or do anything athletic or anything intellectual or anything like,
It's guys like this and the adult baby why I've never been on TikTok. I've literally never been on TikTok because all it does is promotes mediocre people who have zero talent and thrusts them into the limelight and gives them their 15 minutes of fame, whether it's this guy or the Haktula girl or whatever. I mean, he'll be gone in no time.
I think this guy actually has some staying power.
Well, when he hits puberty and he looks different, no one's going to care about him. He's a kid who they're exploiting for being fat with a face. That's what's happening. And they're not getting good deals.
But we shouldn't.
That's true. Once that beard comes through, it might be over for him.
It's going to be over when he's no longer got his little baby face anymore and everyone thinks he's cute. He's just like, a 16-year-old creep with
But just the act.
Razor stubble?
Just the act in itself is stupid.
It's dumb. I would not let them exploit my child.
Like if your daughter tonight with you and Kent, because I know that you're an empty nester. You got one.
I still got one for 5 years.
You got one left. One's gone. One's there. So dinner could consist of you, Candle, and your daughter.
Yep, Sage.
And if Sage said, "Dad," and she broke out the Rizzler to you, would you go, "Sage, that is the dumbest"? Or what would you do if Sage broke out the Whistler to you and Candle?
I would probably make fun of her and tell her to stop.
Well, I would just be like saying, "Sage, I hope you know that that's really a stupid thing."
Yeah,
and you not that you need to stop, but you just look hideous doing it.
Well, I mean, where's his upside now when you're his father? You're going to go to college and outdo yourself as the Riz. I mean, this is going to be a problem for this kid the rest of his life because he's never going to get this level of stardom again in his life. How long
do you think? And it's an open-ended question for everybody. How long do you think the Rizzler's fame lasts?
Till he hits puberty.
Yeah, till 12, 13.
How old is he now?
9.
He's 9?
Yeah, but he can make everything he needs in his life in the next few years if he does it right.
No, you're right.
Which he seems like he is. I mean, he's got major sponsors, and not to mention the fact that he's in New York, New Jersey, where people are probably paying him $5-10 grand to show up here, show up there, do a 2-hour meet and greet. The money that he's picking up along the way.
Yeah, I mean, Seth, he could be pulling in 50, 60, 70 a weekend just hitting bar mitzvahs and birthday parties and,
Well, he did. Right? He worked for Topps. I mean, they had him going to different card stores and opening up cards like he would be the celebrity that was there. So, I mean, he's got a bunch of different partners. When you're viral, I mean, people will pay to come on their show. People will pay for anything. I would just imagine he's just raking in a tremendous amount of cash.
Now he's in the AEW.
I think he's being handled correctly, meaning he's got the right PR firm. If he's cutting deals with Arizona and Hardee's and Nintendo, and when you're cutting those Fortune 500 company type deals, you're handled correctly. You're being represented well. And you're right, Seth. In the next, if he hits puberty and it stops, he can really in the next 2 years make a lot of money.
How bad would it suck if you peaked in life before puberty?
If it meant you had a couple of million, though, I mean,
a couple mil's not going to do anything, Seth, in today's day and age. That's worth like a couple $100 when we were kids.
Yeah, but you know
2
what?
mil's not going to get him through life
more than that.
of his diet.
He's going to have 25 or 30 mil.
But it's a good start, Jay, right? I mean, the 2 mil's it's a good start for your life.
Well, he's at 500 to a mil, and let's see what is left for him when he hits the age of majority. I feel like it's just exploiting a kid, 15 minutes of fame. I was feeling bad for the football players thinking, God, could you imagine if your peak was at 32 years old or 35 years old? I'm still waiting to hit my peak as an attorney at 55 because you can still get better intellectually and you can get better at what you do.
But who determines our peak? I mean, do we determine our peak or do other people determine our peak?
I think it's society and the profession you're in.
Yeah.
What's the peak of quarterback?
I've already peaked. I'm on the hanging on phase. You got the on the way up, Lummy. Then you got the peak. Then you got the downward slope, and then you got the hanging on. I'm hanging on. I'm just
when it's really just
I've been up. I hit the peak.
You're on the plateau. You're not going down.
I'm hanging on, cuz. I'm hanging on with dear life. I'm hanging on as hard and now that I was when my mom was trying to jump me out of her uteri. The Chinese, leave it to the Chinese, man. They always have the coolest stuff. This is the latest drone firefighter kind of deal. Check this out. So they take this, like in some areas where they can't get, ladder trucks. There's some very, like in maybe like forest fires and things like that.
Think of buildings in downtowns.
Yeah, like high, let's say the 40th floor of the Bank of America building here in Tampa's on fire. I don't know. I don't necessarily know what you do. Look at this.
You call China, and then in 3 days they'll be able to help you put out the fire.
So look like this thing flies up and can start, shooting water.
You need a couple of them, you think?
Oh yeah, you probably need like 10 of them. And then it just comes right back to its little home base. To me, Lummy, it looks like they need to make the tanker a little bit bigger.
Yeah, a lot bigger, yeah.
That thing would run out.
You need a fire hydrant.
That thing would run out.
Do you think Chinese firefighters are in demand like American firefighters? Like, do you think there's a Chinese firefighters calendar?
You're listening to the Bubba the Love Sponge Show.
If you want 24/7 on-demand Bubba and the crew, go to BubbaArmyHQ.com. The Bubba the Love Sponge Show will be back after this.
Bubba, you got that Cinnabon lady for the after show, right?
Yes. Yes.
That shit got fired.
Seth, there is Chinese firefighter calendars.
You fucking pervert. I knew you were going to look it up. How much is it?
How much is it? I can't read.
What year is it? Is it Chinese New Year or is it for us, Lummy?
2026, it's all in Chinese.
Okay, well that's cool.
FT Greg, $25. There's a...
Lummy, send me the hottest dude in there. Immediately.
Oh, there's some women in there too.
Women! Do they have dongs, Lummy, or what?
Yeah, they're wearing little Speedos.
I just died in your arms tonight.
Oh my God, that's so bad. Oh my God. There's some sick people out there, Bubba.
I know.
So you can look at it. Let's see. What's up, TJ from Jersey? Let's see how he reacts when he gets that. I was looking up in Dom Henley's stats. I can't believe he's not in there. What's up, Dirt Merchant? If you're putting Jeff Kent in, how the fuck are you not putting Don Mattingly in? And yeah, his teams weren't good. He took a little bit of a slide. He won the MVP once. Mattingly won it twice. And then you got Ryan Braun.
How was your weekend, Bubba?
All right. I worked hard at the track.
At the track, one of the... Did the weather get up there?
Yeah.
Did you have to deal with the rain when you were dealing with the track?
No, I didn't. I worked Friday, Saturday.
What's up, Kabuki Jones?
I emailed it to you.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
There you go.
I figured you wanted to look at it.
Okay.
Since you got me down.
You email or I am?
Oh, I emailed it.
What's up, Kabuki Jones? Let's see what we got. Morning. Thank you, everybody, for getting us up to that.
Did you send me any of the women's?
There's women in there with guys. You scroll down. I don't know if they
Well, they can't. There's kids in this, Lummy.
It's firefighters.
I think you.
I don't know that you want to look that up on it.
I mean, these guys put out fires with axes. Apparently, they got chicks and kids that are firefighters. What the hell?
They all get back.
They all get back. Shit, man.
That's 2026.
Thanks for always being there, Dirk.
We'll see about buying it and get it sent for you. What's up? I gotta call the police. What's up, Bubba? Alright, thank you, Macho. Get that up there.
What's up, Dirt Merchant?
That was that Cinnabon, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Did you decide if we're going to do a white elephant? We are, no? At some point, or no?
I think we have to. I don't think it's been planned.
Yeah.
Oh, Jay, did you hear about the Sunday, the Sunday the 21st at 9 a.m. We were going to try to do a bowling and racing thing at our new sponsor, which is located in the Citrus Park Mall.
Yes, I just didn't know the date. I heard the date.
Sunday the 21st. Can you see your availability?
Put it on right now.
We're going to do like 9 a.m. to noon.
Listener-supported Sponge, it's the Bubba the Love Sponge Show. Listener-supported via PayPal, Venmo, Cash App, all at the Bubba Army. Now returns.
Jay, look at your calendar. We're looking. Dan, I think Dan's going to give me an answer on Sunday the 21st.
I just put it in. I'm available.
Okay, good. 9 to noon. We're going to do a bowling and then go-kart deal. So we can put it up on our YouTube channel.
Should we dress up as Santa and elves?
No.
Please, no.
Please.
Okay.
What's the name of the place again?
Elevate.
Elevate, okay.
And it's at the old Citrus Park Mall. As soon as you pull in, it's right there. You can't miss it. They took over was it the Sears, Lummy?
Old Sears, yeah.
They took over the Sears, and it's 2 floors. So
That sounds awesome.
it's pretty badass. Yes. So we got Jay. Let me lock in Jay, lock in me, lock in Sam, lock. As you get answers, Lummy, you need to get a hold of everybody and get answers back from them. And we're gonna do bowling and probably go-karting that day, and then we're gonna pick another day, which could be at the first of the year, where we do axe throwing and baseball simulation. And it's a place called Elevate, and it's unbelievable. So we have 10 of us available. Lummy, I'd say 8. We already got Jay. Jay was one of if Jay and Brian are probably my two hardest ones to get locked in. I already got half of them done. So there you go. Thank you, Jay.
My pleasure.
And Dan's gonna.
If I'm going, he's going.
Exactly.
He would never let me go to anything without him.
Exactly.
So he's locked in there, Lummy.
Sure, locked in.
He's checking his dates.
Locked in. Oh yeah, but as soon as you tell him Jay's already locked in, he'll cancel anything.
Jay and Brian are going.
Oh yeah, exactly.
It'll be fun.
We'll do a quick after show. We'll call it 20.
Sounds good.
Okay?
Yes, sir.
Perfect.
Thanks for letting me finish.
You've been listening to the Bubba the Love Sponge Show, starring
me, Bubba the Love Sponge,
co-host and show historian, Lummit.
It's Seth, co-host and president of podcasting.
It's Brian Matroni, king of counter programming.
Gene Lasker, voice of the people. Glad you get to hear me.
Gary Cantrell, video editor.
Yeah, back here wiring up. It's Mini Macho.
The BRN agent, Thomas Buttoned Up B.
Co-host, Dr. Dan Diaco, Esquire of Council.
Co-host, J. Diaco, Esquire, the Spitting Cobra of Council.
Now, time for the legal disclaimer.
Exactly.
The Bubba the Love Sponge Show is intended solely for the enjoyment of our listening audience. Any rebroadcast, retransmission, or other use of this show without express written consent of the Bubba Radio Network is prohibited.
We must dissuade him of this delusion.
Until next time, always remember.
I'll repent.